but it's
No,
what's going
yeah,
on.
right. We don't have. Rob is
Right.
not here to keep us rational and
No,
sane,
bless
ladies
the
and gentlemen.
damn.
And so we are losing our ever-loving minds
You
as
found yours?
But we are live.
Where the fuck
We
did
are
you find
live.
your mine? Because, like, I need to go find mine, and maybe did you see another one sitting there?
another mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's no hope for
No.
mine. There's no hope.
Fuck.
Yeah.
As for typical Wednesdays,
Yes.
goblins have a fucked up dinner in the game.
Everything was fine, and then Utopia joined the call, and everything exploded, and
Then the Fire
OBS.
Nation.
No.
attacked.
Then OBS switched to a completely different scene. It switched to our, whenever we're playing Tarkov or Scavengers, that video game overlay I use. It randomly switched to that overlay.
Glorious.
Right when I hit live, and I was just like, "What the hell's going on?" But in the theme of "What the hell's going on," welcome to Dinner and a Game. We hope you guys are having a good time. We know we are, confused and muddled as always. Tonight it is time for our D&D 5e campaign titled Kingdoms of Mist. This is a D&D homebrew that I built out because I wanted to be able to do Treasure
Planet.
Treasure Planet
I got you, buddy.
D&D tropes, and I wanted magic instead of technology. And so I built out this world. These guys are attempting to, break it as much as they can. But at the same time,
Successfully.
well, kind of, sort of. But at the same time, we have had a great time delving into the story and getting this world kind of off the ground, I guess you'd say. And I wanted to... Without you guys, these stories would not be happening, and you guys are the source for these. So first off, let's go the reverse direction since Rob's not here, and we'll take care of the bottom boys first.
We're the bottom boys now?
You're in the bottom row on this
Like,
this linen.
that's
Rob would be with you
I
though.
wasn't gonna say anything.
Who's the bottom? Who's the top? Things come, things go.
Not
What day was?
Everyone,
not throwing into that one at all.
everyone needs a nap afterwards.
let me just hand you a fucking shovel so you can keep on digging that grave.
I'm not digging anything. I'm not judging. RJ.
I'm RJ. I play Grompog. That's my surly brother, Rome, who plays Shugosh. We're from OA over on Facebook. Come say hi. We have recently been playing way too much Escape from Tarkov and can't even find our junk anymore because it's just bruised and battered and painful.
And he does mean his.
Yep.
So that has been their
Tarkov.
life joy at Tarkov. A game that you literally only can play if you're a masochist.
Yeah.
You still doing D&D on Sundays, or is that switched up yet?
We are currently on hold for West Haven.
I
Due
heard.
to unforeseen circumstances, our DM's computer decided to laugh at him. And it's not currently working.
Yeah.
So until the
Fun.
DM is up and running, we are currently forestalling West Haven. And so we have this weekend. Next weekend, we will not be having a game due to us. We'll be on our yearly camping trip to escape the madness of the world for a short period of time and embrace the madness of each other.
What are you guys doing this coming Sunday?
Depending on Panda's computer, probably getting punched in the dick.
Let's do Scavengers instead, because I don't want to get into Tarkov, because I don't like getting punched in the dick.
Well, it'd finally get used, so...
Hey, I'm a married man. I no longer get a choice on whether it's used. I have obligations.
I mean, yeah.
Well, enough of that horribleness, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to someone who's actually nice. Hi, Milagros. Milagros, you have made the move. You have transitioned. You're back in college life. How is everything going?
Bro, I'm so tired. I went from never being around anyone in person for 8 months straight to spending 11 hours a day straight training with dozens of other people. I'm a resident assistant at my school, and we have a lot of stuff that we have to do, and it's been exhausting, mostly because I have to get up so early. I'm not a morning person at all, and I never will be.
Agreed.
Ever.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm adjusting both to being around people again and not just like being a hermit, and also getting up at 8 in the morning, which I hate.
I
Learning
know.
alarm clocks.
I was never a morning person. I was never a morning person until, people started paying me ludicrous amounts of money to wake up early.
Yeah, I don't get paid for this either.
Yeah. No, I got it. But are you still able to do any of your stuff yet? Or have you not set that up yet?
I haven't set that up because the last 2 weeks I've had those like 11-hour days every single day. But once orientation for the freshmen starts and we tackle move-in, I'm in an upperclassman building, so my residents don't move in until like the 31st, and I'm gonna have a couple weeks to set some stuff up before I get into the rhythm of class. I'm definitely gonna try and be more active on TikTok because I feel like the short bite-sized content will be easier for me to make.
Absolutely.
And I have a lot of stuff that I'm working on and stuff that I'll be able to share for my classes because I'm taking a fiction seminar, I'm taking 2 literature classes, and I want to snitch on my degree. I don't think that you should have to pay this much money to get the information I'm getting. So I'm going to definitely be a lot more active on TikTok. And come November, I will be more active on Twitch because it's National Novel Writing Month, and I do that every single year.
Yep. You're gonna try and get your what is it, 10,000 words a week or something crazy like that?
50,000 words in the month.
Jeez Louise, that's more than 10,000 a week.
Yeah, it's like 1,670 words a day on average.
Yep.
Holy crud! Golly, my fingers would fall off.
It's a fun time.
It's so much fun.
Are you gonna? Speaking of fun times, hey Sphinx.
Hello.
And how have you been, sir? How's everything going?
It's been an interesting time. The West Coast is on fire, and all manner of fun things are happening around and through that. But I'm here. I'm alive, and I'm ready to roll some dice. You can find me on TikTok as Circle DM, everywhere else as Sphinx Akasha.
We've got your link up in Nightbot for all your links and everything like that. Is this Friday one of your shows, or is this Friday your off week?
This Friday is my show for Agents of the Circle. It's the D&D game that I run, based in the it's a homebrew game based in the Eberron universe. It's a good time. It'll be episode 62.
Jeez.
Yeah, because it started out as a podcast for 3 years, and this is our first year as an actual stream. So,
and that one,
4, baby.
That's the one that's produced on the ADHD network, right?
Yep, ADHD Adventures here on Twitch. So check us out.
Yeah, I've been able to catch your Saturday show. I was like,
those are fun. Yeah.
I've been able to catch that. But yeah, guys, go check out the ADHD Network if you haven't yet. They're a great show on Twitch. And Sphinx is on there at least 2 different times.
Yep.
And then you're also on Axelbaum's show, like on the alternate Friday nights to yours, right?
Yeah, her show, Initiatives and Intrigue, where I play Badru Kumar, a bard cleric. And that's a ton of fun.
Yep.
Yeah, I think right now we're hunting goblins or some kind of subspecies of goblin, something like that. I don't remember what we're doing.
Goblin bounties everywhere.
So, before we hop into the madness, I do have a question for Sphinx.
Yo.
Do you always play a bard?
He's playing a necromancer.
Yeah, in the Heroes Arc game, which is the campaign that I'm playing in on Saturdays with ADH Adventures, I play a necromancer named Raziel.
Yep. He's still a nice guy, though.
Yeah, and that's kind of my thing. Like my brand is like really really brilliant, like soft boy. But if you fucked with his people, he'll destroy you and turn you to dust.
Yeah, just go watch his TikToks. You'll get the whole gist of it right there.
I've got one of those built, but he's a paladin.
So
Necromantic tank.
necromantic
Glorious.
tank.
Nice.
Yeah, so basically, and if you want to follow us here for all our dinner and a game content, you can find us our link tree here, and it has all our content on that. Also, as a reminder, we are doing a contest right now. Ooh, let me go grab it. If you follow us here on Twitch, when we hit 1,000 followers on Twitch, we're doing a giveaway. And by the way, since none of my people are paid to be here, every single one of you who follows us, including my cast, who follows us on Twitch, is eligible for this. When we hit 1,000 followers on Twitch, I'm giving away this. Oops, wrong way. This is the special edition D&D rules box set. This is not normal books. These are foil covers. The GM screen is foil covered as well, and they're basically a full set. Everything you need to do to start playing D&D 5e, all in one box, and it's glorious and it's gorgeous. And we're going to be giving it away when we hit 1,000 followers here on Twitch. All you have to do to enter is follow us. No subscriptions, no following us on Facebook and here and there and there. Follow us here on Twitch. When we hit 1,000, we will be giving that away. We're at 563 right now, so we've got a little ways to go. I mean, but we have been growing significantly and quickly, so people are actually listening, which is wonderful. Because that means we're actually getting people to understand that they actually have to do something to win. Hey, it's never easy. You know what I mean?
Of course not.
But yeah, we're at 563 followers, so please give us a follow, and we will. And as soon as we get to 1,000, we'll be giving that away. I'm also going to be setting up some other giveaways. I'm thinking about giving away this bad boy. I just printed him the other night. I'm probably going to give him away on probably Twitter. Let me see if I can get him up in the window.
Is that a Drider?
This is a custom Drider from Archvillain Minis.
Nice.
This Drider is 3D printed. I haven't finished cleaning him off all the way yet, but you will get him and the base. It's a large size base. So, and these Driders, you only can get them if you actually go and support Archvillain's Patreon. They launch a new Patreon they launch a new set every like 2 months. And this is an amazing 3D sculpts. I have my resin 3D printer, so it prints it out HD, and we are going to give that one away. Probably on Twitter, and I'll probably set it like at 500 follower mark on Twitter because I don't think we're even there yet. We've been neglecting our Twitters. What's wrong?
It happens.
Is something wrong, Utopia?
Oh, the stream stalled for a second.
Oh, might have been yours.
Yeah.
Might have been your nets. All right, but anyway, where we left off last with our in
we were at 20 for the recap.
Oh, you want to roll? You want to do the recap?
damn.
Oh, I had to fix screens anyway, apparently. So please, RJ, recap us on where we were on our story.
Well, we started out in Utopia's father's room with a couple more. They were devils, were they not?
Yes.
I believe they were.
Yeah.
So we proceeded to. I CC'd the entire room and basically stood there the entire time and allowed them to kill themselves because nobody attacked me during the process of it. So all three creatures inevitably died from the spirit guardian
from your ancestors.
Yep. We proceeded downstairs. We went through the dining room and into the cellar, essentially. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got down there. We're walking down the room, the hallway, and there's a bunch of rooms on either side. So we found out that the Asters have a winter furniture.
Storage.
And then we opened another door, and there's a pile of bodies. So Sugash, being Sugash, just naturally assumed that that's the Winter Guard, and they didn't
No.
feed them. Opened another door, and Utopia found the corpse of her father, holding a journal with one last entry for her, essentially. So we went down through the bottom door. They squeezed through because it was blocked by a stone slab. Grompog, getting frustrated trying to squeeze his bulk through this 5-foot space, proceeded to knock the slab over while the party conversed with the devil that was holding the contract. And before anybody took a gander at the contract, they basically said they were going to fight this demon. Not knowing if it's going to further the end of the earth or anything else, and he put it through a portal, so we have no idea, and apparently have no way to get to it. So Shugosh casted
Magic
Circle, and Grompok popped his Crusader's mantle as the session ended.
Yep. And as you can see by the map, the magic circle has been placed around the creature. The creature was also summoning while you guys are doing that. So he is summoning something else. But
That's right.
Grandpa's circle goes off first. So if he fails the save for the circle, whatever he summons is going to have to do saves against the circle as well.
My circle is not a saving throw. This particular aura
Sorry, Sugash's circle.
is-
Sugash's circle.
I was
Sugash's
about to
circle.
say this aura is a extra 1d4 per damage
Mm-hmm.
of radiant damage to every player. So every single attack you make, if it hits, you can deal an extra 1d4 damage.
Gotcha.
It's not even centered.
Not centered at all. All right, so first off, let's go ahead and get everyone into combat real quick.
There we go.
And I'm going to go ahead and roll for my bad boy. And everyone else, please roll me their initiative. Holy shit.
That's awesome.
Now, is somebody running Aeom tonight?
I can go ahead and I'll Dos Ex Machina him. Nice,
Oh,
natty.
Utopia.
Nice.
You know what the worst thing about a nat
Oh.
20 in this point is? A nat
You don't
20
have
at this
to-
point is it doesn't automatically win. It's one of
So,
the
one of the things that I'm going to work into my campaign,
Mhm.
there's a nat 20 for me as well. That's 2 nat 20s in a row for me. I'll fucking take it.
Wow.
Period.
burn those
So-
nat
Who
20s.
goes first?
Technically, we have the same deck, so I will allow you to go first.
Okay.
So I will just drop mine. I don't know if I can adjust that. I can't. But DM, you can just go ahead and drop my initiative to 19.
Okay. Why
and-
are you dropping it to 19 again?
Because me and Utopia have the same exact initiative with no dex modifiers.
Oh, okay.
So we literally have the same exact initiative, so I'm allowing her to go first.
It's marching order.
Yeah.
Got it.
Um,
There we go. You're fixed.
glorious.
Glorious. All right. So, shit, he still goes first.
Fuck you.
So,
It's fine.
I did say that Sugash, your circle is going to go off before he takes his action. So, what save does he need to make against your circle? Is it wisdom or is it charisma? Would you believe that this guy is a sexy bitch?
No.
No.
What?
No, I
What, the
wouldn't.
devil?
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is a magical effect, correct? It's a spell, right?
Yeah.
All right. His total is a 22.
Passes, which I think just lets him move in and out.
Yep. He's not bound by it.
Damn it.
Man.
Does he have to save every time he moves back into it?
Yes.
Ah.
Which means you've now cut off basically 1/4 of the room from him. Alrighty, so on his action, features. You know what? He is going to do something very simple. KISS.
Kiss who?
Who's he kissing?
He walks up to here.
Oh hell.
No.
Oh, hell.
No.
I like it when they say, oh, hell. 1 second, I need to look something
Hell no.
really
To
fast.
the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no.
That's a very beautiful. That's a very beautiful.
Sure is. Ain't it just?
There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. All right. And he is going to go ahead and. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's all he's going to do. So he's just going to go ahead and he whips out. He has a literal pitchfork, as I described before. The pitchfork tip bursts into flame as he walks forward, and he basically, he's still. You can see on one hand, he's still maintaining that spell that he was casting, or that action he was performing. But he is also going to attempt. Let me see if this works. It's not working. Okay, cool. That's fine. He is also going to attempt to stab Utopia. Oh, it did work. And he hits with a 25. And it does 13 points of piercing damage. And how many attacks? And then he makes swings a second time with the pork. Let's see if this is going to work today. Nope, it's not working. But you know what's weird? It's rolling from D&D Beyond.
Oh.
Yeah, that's strange. And the second time it hits with a 26. And that's 18 points of piercing damage. He maxed damage on that one. And then as he's walking up to you and he stabs you twice with a fork, he's like got gritted teeth. He's like, I said I wanted to talk. And the last thing he does that happens is his tail comes darting overhead and snaps out at Utopia as well. And that one actually barely misses.
Nice.
So before the end of his turn, I'll take my Polar Master attack.
Go for it. As a reaction.
Yes. So it's plus 6. 16 plus 6, 23.
That definitely hits.
Beautiful. So I get an additional 1d4 because of my spell. 9 plus 3. So 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage it is. Thank you very much, sir. May I have another?
Probably.
All right. So you lash out with a pole arm. It grazes across the skin. You can see that there is a cut open because there's flames dancing along it. But he is not very impressed by.
Does he take any bonus damage because it's radiant?
No, he does not.
Okay.
Well, let me make sure. He does not. I wanted to make sure first because it does vary by supernatural. All right, so that is the end of his turn. Oops. Why is it on Aeon? Let me get through this. Utopia, you're up.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yikes.
I'm about to start swinging. Let's see if I can roll, though. Because if not, I have my actual
Dice.
Have the door open. Please.
Bang, bang, bang. Everything's banging.
It's not doing anything. Okay. 7. That's without adding anything, though. So what
you're
am I
either
supposed to add?
muted or your audio's not.
No, so that misses, but you do get another attack.
Okay. Wait, am I muted?
No, I was.
Oh, okay.
I was taking care of something. Ah, fuck! Bang! Fuck, I'm dead!
9.
9?
That's without anything added, though.
Okay,
What am
so-
I supposed to add? 5?
Look at your character sheet, because we're going to get you used to this eventually. What are you looking at your
I know,
character
I'm
sheet on?
sorry.
Beyond, or are you looking on Foundry?
On Foundry.
Okay, so if you bring up your character sheet and you look where you're on the one that says, I hate Foundry's character sheets. Warhammer. Okay,
Yep.
so
Plus
it's
five.
+5. Now it's
Okay.
actually, I don't think we've made your Warhammer a +1 weapon, so it's actually technically, because remember it's a magic weapon, so it has a
plus six.
+1 bonus, so it's actually a +6, and you get that +1 to your damage too.
Okay, so it's 15 then, but I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
No, it does not. Did you? Oh, one other thing. Did you have? Were you swinging one-handed or two-handed?
Two-handed.
All right. So you foregone the shield again. All right. So you swung twice. Are you doing anything else?
No, I'm not moving.
No problem.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, Grampak.
Okay.
I'm going to be back in 1 second. I'm going to grab something real fast. I can hear you, so go ahead.
Copy. So I am going to pop a. I'm gonna pop a Cure Wounds. That's second level from this Utopia. There's that. Put down second level. Yes. I rolled them. No, it's not fucking. It's nothing. You got 5 points of health back.
Okay, thank you.
And that'll be my turn. So it moves to Val.
Okay. I will, with him right in front of me, I'm gonna reach out and grab him.
Reach out and touch.
Mm-hmm. So that motherfucker. And I am going to send as many volts of electricity as I can through him as I do shocking grasp. So first,
Sorry, I had to get my chicken nuggets.
chicken nuggets.
So first,
Hang on. I am. Where are you, you rat bastard?
So while he does that, can I
Go ahead.
amend and take my movement real quick?
yeah.
So
Thank
attack. Normale.
Foundry hasn't been working with the attack thing.
Oh, right. Okay.
You can probably try and roll from D&D Beyond real quick. See if that works. If you have it
All
up.
right. Yeah, I have it up.
Because mine has been working from D&D Beyond.
Weird.
Okay, completed my movement.
You circled all the way around.
Shucking grass.
Yeah.
Did it come up?
Jump back to the tabletop real quick.
I never left the tabletop. I have it open in a different tab.
It didn't come up.
Okay, screw it. Nice it is.
Go it!
Period.
Come on. Oh, that's nice.
What is it?
That, my friends, was a natural 20.
Damn.
Glorious.
Double that damage dice.
All right. So that's going to be 2d8 lightning damage.
Mhm.
Come on, don't you fall out of here. That is going to be 12 points of lightning damage. And as I send that electricity, it's going to be kind of it's going to be
D4.
tinted in. Oh, that's right, the D4. Haha.
Mhm.
Forgot about that. That is an extra 3, so 15 points of lightning damage. And the lightning is tinged in black. And I will sing, and I will look over at my darling daughter, and I'll sing, "Pleased to meet you. Hope you guessed my name." And I will spend my last bardic inspiration and give it to her.
Dun dun dun! Excellent and amazing. Thank you very much. And now Inari's turn.
And Inari will stand the hell back and stay Actually, no. I'm going to have Inari kind of move over this way
Mm-hmm.
and kind of land here for now. I think that's about as far as she can go, because I'm guessing that the sarcophagi count as rough terrain.
Yeah, because they're like 6 feet tall.
Yeah, that's where she lands.
Got it. All right. And now it's over to Aeon.
I guarantee you he's gonna reach over and like slap Utopia with Hand of Healing.
Is Utopia still pretty injured?
Oh
yeah,
god, yes. I healed her for 5 points.
I went from 40 to 9.
But you know what? You really did try. That's the big kicker here. You tried. All right. Let me see if I can run Aeon's Hand of Healing real fast. All right. Where is it? It's under via features. Does it cost him a key point to do the Hand of Healing?
I believe so.
I think it does, yeah.
Yeah, you spend a key point. So he is going to reach out and he pops Utopia for if it doesn't send it.
It did.
It
Fucking
did?
beautiful.
It did? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 8 points back. So that's that, but that does count as an attack, and he gets a second attack, and he'll. What do you guys think he'd do? Would he attack the thing, or would he hit Utopia again?
He would. That's not how it works. When you use your flurry of blows, you can replace one of the unarmed strikes with the use of this feature. So he technically has.
Only he has one. He
two
has
attacks,
yeah.
and then he has to basically spend an additional key point for his flurry, and he'll get one attack from that, followed by the Hand of Healing. So he has 3 attacks to do, and one more key point to burn.
Got it. So I'll burn another key point, and I need to
Smack him thrice.
2, and I know he burnt at least 1 key point in the last fight too. And then I smack him once for the flurry, and then he has his 2 regular attacks. So yeah, smack him thrice. So for his regular attack, that definitely hits.
Nice.
Ooh, I wonder if I roll damage on this. Oh, nope, damage is still not rolling off that, so I still have to roll it off of Beyond. So the first damage roll is going to be 9 points of damage,
Nice.
and that's the last blow from the flurry of blows. And then he's going to have his first regular attack. Oh, that sucked. That missed. His second regular attack. And that missed. So he healed Utopia for 8, managed to punch it once, the other 2 blows fall short, and then he's the end of his turn. So on to the next, that would be Shugosh.
So gosh, do something cool.
I do have
Oh.
a question.
Mm-hmm.
With me on the other side of this devil, does AO get advantage?
You are correct. You should have gotten advantage on that.
So anybody doing melee attacks should get advantage on him.
Yep.
I don't know if that works for your spell attack or not.
No.
If it's a touch spell attack, it should work.
Okay. I'm glad you rerolled that.
And then one more. So that's 7 points there. And that one still would have missed. So just, but it is 7 more points of damage.
That
Okay.
one definitely would have missed.
All right. So
Finding
Got it.
you're not finding the what?
the I can't roll it on Beyond either.
No one can. Beyond is Foundry is just messing. Oh, you can't roll it in Beyond either.
I mean, I can get my dice in Beyond. It just won't translate to
Oh, gotcha.
Drake. So I'm going to use Life Transference, and it's 22 points of damage to me and 44 healing to Toby.
Oh damn!
Ow! That's painful as all hell. All right. So that happened.
Yeah.
All right. So after and are you moving at all, Sagash? Because you actually can move around.
No, I'm saying right now.
You got it. It is back to the devil's turn. He kind of looks around. You know, he's with Grandpa behind him and you guys in front of him. He kind of grins at you all. And he says, last chance. He says, and if you want to talk, after I kill this one, we'll talk. And then he spins around. Grandpa through.
I was the only one that actually wanted to talk to you, so by all means, kill your one ally here.
He only has one ally, and it's you. So he has to kill you. And so the first strike is a 27 to hit, 10 points of piercing.
Yeesh.
Hang on 1 second. Okay, I rolled a 17 on the die. And the next roll is with the fork again. And that is a... Oh, that misses, I'm pretty sure.
Hold on.
Go ahead. I am on hold.
Holding.
Mr. Vargi, hello!
I passed my con save.
Oh, thank you so much for being honest. I appreciate it. And snaps out at you, sir.
It's got to be to 20.
Oh, 19.
Glorious.
Missed.
Yay!
Nice.
All right. And he kind of looks at you as the his second pitchfork attack totally misses, and his tail, this kind of the barb point, kind of skits across your armor, and he says, huh, "Hard nut to crack." And now we're going over to
Wow.
Utopia.
Alright. Oh wait, I already... Wait. Why do I have him targeted? I'm not even using the virtual dice. Okay. Please, Bestie. 16.
Misses.
Damn it.
Before or after your modifiers?
After.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
She's getting it down. What'd you get?
Oh, 13 without modifier, so 19.
19 hits.
Nice.
Now remember, you're rolling the d10 for damage,
Yeah.
and you're doing the strength bonus plus the +1. So what is your strength
So
modifier?
it's a +3.
+3.
Plus 3. And I want to use Smite.
All right. So this is what you're gonna do first. Roll your you're gonna have your 1d10 for your damage from your hammer. You're gonna what level spell slot are you gonna burn for smite?
I believe I still have a second level. Yeah, I still have a second level slot available.
Okay, so that means you're gonna roll 3d8 damage, and let me check on something. Where is Divine Smite? I need to look at something. There it is. And it is a fiend, so you get an extra D8 of damage. So you're going to get 4 D8
Nice.
and you're going to add
Oh my God.
3 to the total. Yeah, you're probably going to roll some D8s over again.
Okay, this is the D8. I don't know which one it is off the top of my head. Okay.
Yep.
D10. 10! Okay.
Or on a roll so far. So,
Okay.
and then you still have to
I
roll
have my calculator app
4. You still have to roll 4 D8 more.
Okay. Okay. 6.
Mm-hmm.
6. If this is 666, I'm gonna scream.
That'd be
Oh.
hilarious.
That would be so funny, but it's 2. And another 2. So 40. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
It's okay. It's okay.
16, 26, 29 points of damage.
29, yes.
29 total points of damage.
Nice.
And he rocks back
Fuck you.
as you swing that hammer and it slams into him, and that burst of radiant light goes off on him, and you see that where the hammerhead hit, there is a scorch mark on his leathery skin in the shape of the hammerhead on him. And that, are you doing anything else on your turn? Because that was just your
No.
first. Wasn't that just your first swing?
No, I missed my first swing.
All right, so we're back over to Grompak.
Glorious. Again, I was the one person willing to talk. Sucks to be you. I'm gonna reach out and pat this glorious devil. He's gonna fucking love me for it. Ladam. So spell attacks plus 5. On a touch spell, I get advantage because they're on the other side, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's basically an attack. So
17 plus 5, 22.
22 definitely hits.
Marcus, 1d10. There's the other. So 16 more. 26 plus a d4. Which Utopia, roll a d4 for your attack as well.
Oh, sorry.
So 26 plus 3 is 29 points of necrotic damage. With a
Damn!
hint of a radiant touch on the backside of it.
A radiant on the backside of it.
Ha ha ha.
That's
And there's just this little puff of radiant energy off the back of the necrotic.
I was gonna say, damn.
With a little bit of holy damage on the side.
Yeah, right. I play with a little bit of evil, but I've got to follow it up with some good, right?
That's right.
All right. Ow! Frickin' ow!
So, and then as my, make sure I actually have that now. So as a bonus action, I will use my second wind,
Okay.
and I got a 7 points of healing. Is that plus anything? Plus 1, so 8 points of healing. So that takes me back up to 44. I'm only 2 points down.
All right, and that's the end of your turn, Grandpa.
That will be the end of my turn.
Val, you're up.
I am going to look at him, and I am going to kind of narrow my eyes, and I'm going to say to him, I've got a joke for you. What's the difference between a dragon and a mallard with a cold?
He just looks at you. He doesn't even say anything.
One's a sick duck, and I forget the punchline, but your mother's a whore. Oh my
It's a wisdom save, yes.
Yep, 14 wisdom save, please.
Oh, I'm writing that down.
Yeah, he made it.
Alright, well, he still takes half. That is he 12, 16, 18, 21 points altogether, so
10.
10 points of psychic damage.
Ouch. All right. That is on Val. You doing anything else?
I don't think I have any
Other than
things that I can do.
Other than disparaging other people's mothers.
Nope. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Pretty much built
Yo,
my,
mama.
channel around that.
Say what?
I said I pretty much built my channel around that.
And Nari's turn.
Your
she's-
mom's comes out a lot.
Nice.
Have you ever heard of Joe Mama?
Joe Mama, bitch. And Nari's gonna come and stand next to. That's Grompak.
All right.
Lunch, what are you doing over here?
No.
You're going to get hurt.
It's also next to the devil.
He just kind of cocks his head to the side.
There is a big guy right there. What are you doing?
Aeom's turn. How does Utopia look?
I'm up to max health.
Golden.
And Rome is hurt, but you're way over there, so no one can see you're coughing up blood.
I'm not that hurt.
I'm
sir.
sorry, Dusty.
You took like what, 20-something points of damage?
22. I'm not that hurt.
I'm not that hurt. He's like, I'm fine.
I feel fine.
Just a flesh wound.
All right, so I'm gonna
He's
go
a
ahead.
scratch.
He will launch out an attack, and that is a 21, which hits. Damage is max, so that's 9
Plus 1d4.
plus 1d4. I need.
Oh, I forgot my D4.
You did forget your d4.
That's an extra 3.
And his d4 is an extra 3 as well. So he's,
Nice.
So he's got a 12, and you got 3 more points, right?
Yeah.
All right, done and done. And then he's going to swing again. Strike. And he hits again. Oh,
Nice.
but that's but he gets a D4 on that.
Yep.
So D4, which is 4. So that grand total is 8 points of damage on that strike.
How many key points does he have left?
He only has like 3 left.
Group consensus. Would he burn one?
I'd say he'd burn one for some flurry of blows.
Yeah.
Send him.
All right. I will burn a key point.
This is what happens when the group plays as somebody else.
Yeah.
We all have to agree. This is what action we're making him take,
You
right?
could stand
Yeah,
in
Yeah.
front
I
of
like
no,
this.
absolutely.
With the first So that's 5 plus he's got to roll the d4, which is 1. So it's 6 points more. And he has one last strike. Oop, wrong button. And he misses finally. Dude, that was a lot of freaking
That was
hits.
26 points of damage.
Yeah, the devil is looking
Damn.
not well at all.
Getting shit rocked. Like,
Good.
Good.
And he
Fuck that guy.
fuck
Fuck
that guy.
that guy.
Sugash, you're up.
once again. Trying to get it to work right. I had it working for a second.
What'd you have working? Beyond?
Yep.
Yeah,
But
not
it doesn't
doing
even need a roll, so I'm not gonna
Bah, bah,
stress
bah.
about that too much. So, what am I looking for?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Check. Now my foundry doesn't want to work.
Well, your camera's still working. Your audio's
Yeah.
still working.
It's just really
There it
delayed for
goes.
me. Okay, so it's not my fault at all. It's like 9 windows just opened.
Open?
Hello?
Use Limbo Big Bond
Okay.
on Grompa, Sphinx, and Utopia.
Ooh.
So you guys actually still have yours active from the last time the status effect never got taken off.
So
Yeah,
just
but
leave it there.
just shows an icon.
Right. I'm just letting them know that that's what that is. So you guys now have a 1d4 to your attacks.
Nice.
On top of your D4.
Yeah, on top of a
So
d4
a
to your damage.
D4 to damage and a D4 to attack. I'm here for it.
Yep. And as well, all of you guys should be rolling with advantage if you're doing melee attacks. Aeom, Utopia, Sphinx, if you're doing melee attacks or touch spells, roll with advantage.
Advantage.
Hi, yeah.
Man, I'm getting some.
Advantage.
Okay. I think I'm getting better. All right, good. All right. So that is. What else are you doing on your turn, Sugash?
That was it.
All right. It's back over to the big man's turn.
And you can intercept as well.
True.
Oh yeah.
So if he almost kills anybody, you can step in, or any of the three of us, we can step in front and take the other person's damage.
Yep. Oh, figures you would do that. All right. So, on his turn, he kind of he's around. He's like, "All right, fine." He says, "I'm only going to be gone 100 years, a blink of an eye." And he goes to attack Grandpak again. Misses on the first strike with the pitchfork.
You said you wanted to talk, but yet you're still hitting me. You expect us to not defend ourselves.
Missed.
And
And
apparently
then
you can't hit the broadside of a barn. I am not small.
I cannot hit the broadside of a barn today. That is the truth. Oh my god, that's some horrible rolling. Woohoo!
So are you sure you don't want to talk?
As a free action, I'll just shout, like, you know, the pointy end is supposed to go into the other guy, right?
Oh my god.
Alright, so it is over from his turn to Utopia.
No response? Okay.
Nope.
So you just want to be banished then.
Yeah. Okay.
It must suck in hell.
That is loud as fuck.
What? What happened?
I think she got an at 20.
I got a net 20, bestie.
Nice.
I got a net 20.
Raise that shit to the sky and smite that motherfucker.
Alright,
Okay.
so now this is when you want to do things like, Ray, I would like to also use my bonus action to cast Searing Smite.
Yes.
Because then you have the spell Searing Smite damage, plus your smite damage you can use another first level slot for, because I think you're out of seconds.
Yeah.
Plus, then you get your Warhammer damage.
Yeah.
And you double all that. So, here's the way it rolls. You're going to roll the d10 twice. You're going to roll 4d6 for Searing Smite. And then you're going to need to roll 6d8s, I do believe.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. He's dead.
No.
I tried
Yeah, 68s. 68s.
I tried to get you to talk. Continue to attack.
This is what.
You might want to look that way, because this is going to hurt.
This is what you.
Alright, so go ahead and start.
Turn your head and cough.
2D
2d10s.
2d10s.
5. 10. And then I add. 6.
Nothing yet.
Okay.
We're going to add that at the end.
Okay.
So was that a total of 10, or was it a 5 and a 10?
5 and a 10.
Okay, so it's 15.
15.
Okay, go
15
ahead.
so far.
And now you're going to roll 4d6 for the squares.
Oh, the squares.
Yeah, because Searing Smite is 2d6.
Which one is it? I think it's a 6.
It's not a 9.
it
It's a D6.
only goes.
only goes
It only goes up to
Oh my
6.
God. I can't do math, okay?
21.
Oh my god. Listen, give me a second.
I got you on the math. Just let me know what it is.
Okay, 6 plus 2 plus 5.
So it's
So 21, 23, 28.
28.
You got one more.
6. I know it's a 6. this time.
34.
Okay, now, Jesus Christ. Now you roll 6d8.
Ooh, Busty, what? Okay. 1, 3.
32.
Jesus. 1. Yeah.
No,
1.
42, excuse me.
I got 38 on my
Yeah,
calculator.
no. It's that. That's why I fixed it. So it's 42.
Oh, okay. 3,
5.
5. Yep.
Keep going.
45, 2,
47.
2,
49.
I think it's the last one, right?
6. Yeah, last one is 6.
55.
Jesus Christ!
Jesus.
Plus 1d4.
Plus 1d4.
Okay. 3.
And then plus 3.
So 58 plus 3 is 61 points of damage.
Utopia Aster. Or sorry, Utopia a call. How would you
Exactly.
like to do this?
I told you to talk to me.
Oh! I want to get him like right through the chest, if
Okay.
that's possible. Like
Oh,
bring, 'cause
you've already stamped his chest. With
yeah,
your
no. So I
hammer.
want to go back down on that spot and like put it through him.
Alright. So you Grandpa goes, I turn around, this is gonna hurt. He spins around right as the Warhammer is just freaking glowing white in your hands. It comes over in that streaming arc. Once again with that glow just chasing the hammerhead as it comes around. It impacts right into the center of his chest, smashing into his sternum. The hammerhead just embeds into his chest to the point where the handle is sticking out of his chest as well, and only the flat end of the opposite side of the warhammer is sticking out. And then as he looks down at it, he looks up at you and he like just black ichor blood just comes welling out of his mouth. And he says, "You just killed the messenger."
You should have fucking talked.
And then as you rip the warhammer out, he kind of just collapses on the ground, and instantly his body begins to break down.
Why don't they ever want to talk?
You should have tried harder.
I come into the room and you guys are trying to fight. Is that a devil? Why are you always getting into trouble?
He killed my
Just like my
dad.
brother.
I mean, he did kill her father, so there's.
You guys are making a lot of assumptions.
I mean, if he was the messenger, then he's probably not the one that killed him.
Well, whoever sent him, I'm killing him too.
I would like to take a look around the room and see if I can find anything of significance.
All right. As you go looking around the room, you can see that there is the area at the back where he was standing.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that there is something carved into the back wall. It is a lot of script.
Do I recognize the language?
Let me check on that. Features and traits.
I speak Common, Elvish, and Quarry, so my guess is probably
do
not.
I'm just checking everyone else's languages real quick. You know, it'd be. Oh, there they are. No, not you.
Draconic.
Ladies and gentlemen, we greatly apologize for that. We had a massive technical glitch, and not only did OBS crash, but our call crashed as well. So I've got to fix some things on the OBS side, but we just concluded that fight, and now what we're going to do is we're going to take... Yeah, we're back. Sorry, Vargi. But we're going to take a 10-minute break while I fix screens and everyone else goes to get drinks and stuff like that. So I will see you guys. We'll see you guys back here in 10 minutes. It is 8:05. We'll be back at 8:15. See you guys then.
Cool.
And thank you very much for being so patient with us, ladies and gentlemen. After massive goblins in the midst and crashing, the fight is over. And our heroes have emerged victorious once again. But the contract is gone. Now, as I said, there's writing on the back wall. But no one, I believe, has the ability to read it. So Val is actually.
Is it Dwarvish?
Nope.
God dang it.
Is there any way to
Probably
try and recognize the script at all?
You can make me a. What's a good roll for this?
Do you
Religion.
have
Religion or arcane. They're two different
languages,
DCs.
Rome?
I'll make an Arcana check. Ooh, that's a
Ooh.
natural 19, so 26.
Now, you still can't read it, but
fair.
you recognize the language.
Okay.
And it is one of those situations where the only reason you recognize it is from historical studies, because no one's seen this language because it hasn't been present, and it is infernal.
Ah, that's lovely. This is everyone. This is Infernal. Which
Do
is
you-
a fun time.
The languages
have a
of
good-
devils.
Picture of it.
I show the illusion of it to Grappak and Sugash. I think so.
Good.
Oh, I was gonna say, if it's an accurate copy of it, I'm gonna go slash my glaive through the writing on the wall.
Well, here's the thing. Illusion, that spell does not create anything permanent. So when you end the spell, you have to use your mind and recall what you saw to recreate it.
Okay, so I will.
It's not like a recording.
As I'm looking at the thing and using the illusion magic to create the copy, I'm going to do my best to try and recall everything I'm seeing.
So since you're actually going to take some time, you're going to take like 5 minutes to like try and memorize all the symbols. It's a lot of script. So, it's going to be difficult to remember it all. So it's going to be a high DC, but I'll give you advantage on the intelligence check to remember it.
Okay. So it's an intelligence check
Yeah.
then. Okay.
Oh no, you don't have to make it now. Whenever
Okay.
you go to recall it, because
Gotcha.
you're actually spending time right now trying to remember it.
Sure.
When you go to actually try and recall it, that's when you're going to try and recreate it.
How big is it? Is it covering the entire wall?
If you understand that it was probably him using a claw, cutting into the wall, and it only covers like from the about 4 feet up from the ceiling to 4 feet above the floor.
Okay.
But it is 2 columns of text.
Okay. So try and do like a rubbing of it's not going to work.
I mean, it might.
If you had parchment that big, or
I think I have
Some-
parchment, but I don't think I have it. I don't think I have big pieces of parchment. Let me take a look at my inventory. Inventory.
Do you have the ability to enlarge things?
that's only temporary.
Yeah, and I do not. I do have a nope. I have a bedroll. That won't help me. Let's say if I could do it on
Val,
some kind
make
of
me a-
large cloth.
Make me an insight check and use advantage because Aeom is in the group.
Okay. Insight check it is. Let me go back to thingy. Alright, I've got something in insight. That is a 19.
Okay. If you're just trying to get like a rubbing, another thing you could do, and you only thought of this because of there's a bunch of them in the other room covering furniture, you could take one of the dust claws.
Okay.
And drape it over the wall, and then like get some kind of fluid like wine or something like that and just pour it over it and let it run across it and it, get the relief of it that way.
I'll do that. So I'll run into the other room, grab one of the dust cloths, run back in, and
That actually Vargi had a good point. If you enlarge the actual parchment and then you did the rubbing with the parchment and then it shrank back down to normal size, the writing would shrink back down with it.
I don't think I have an enlargement
my
spell.
thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have an enlargement spell at all.
No enlarging.
Nope.
I thought you were a sorcerer.
I'm a bard, and this whole sorcery thing is new. And as I say that, I will poke my quarry and I'll say, "Do you have any clue as to where that came from, by the way?"
Your quarry's kind of like is sitting there, and she says, almost like in a growl, she says, "Something is awake."
Inside me?
I don't know if it was always there or if it's something that you found, but it is not comfortable.
Oh boy. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
You're out there, I'm in here.
Yeah. Do you have a way to protect yourself at all?
I don't even know what it is.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out together, as we always do.
Yes. Sorry, Vargi. I have a kitten, and she is loud. Go away, cat. She's right behind me, too.
I literally didn't notice it until you said something.
Come here. Come here. This is the only way I'll shut her up. There.
There she is.
There she is. All right. This little thing was making all the noise. Okay, so you sit. Are you gonna try and do
The cloth and the wine thing.
Yeah.
As I see him pulling out the wine,
Mm-hmm.
and I hand him a block of it. Try rubbing with this.
That's true. You do with that
Yeah.
either way.
That might work. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Just make me. What would this be? Probably would it be a performance check?
I'd assume a sleight of hand.
Oh, sleight of hand might work too.
Okay. Let's see how good I am at that.
Yeah, I know you're going to be good at performance.
Oh yeah.
I just don't know. I don't know. Sleight of hand would be good. Performance would be good.
Okay.
I think there's only two that really fit.
I will use performance since I'm better at that.
Do you have any type of forgery tools or anything like that?
Let's see. I have a disguise kit.
No. I was looking for something that could be applied to
and several instruments.
yeah, that could be applied to writing or anything else like that. So it would help out. But all right, no problem.
Nope.
So go ahead and make the roll.
Performance. Go. Ooh, that is a 24.
All right. So it's going to take you about another 10-15 minutes to do the rubbing because it's so much area. And literally you have to use 2 drop cloths to cover everything.
Okay. Well, I use one of my mage hand, my mage hand to help me do all that stuff.
Yeah. Gotcha. So you do get a fairly decent rubbing, and you can make it out pretty well. So you don't really have to do much else than that. You can still use illusion later on if you want to display it, but
Sure.
now the only thing is you have to carefully fold up the drop cloths to where they don't smudge, and then you have to put them in a pack to keep them from getting ruined.
I believe I have a pack.
I think you all do.
Oh, I will definitely fold it up as nicely as I can and very, very, very gently put everything in with my pack.
All right, so you've stored those. You have the writings. You have the etchings off the wall. What else are you looking for? Are you doing while you're down here?
I said I was, once he's done, putting my glaive through the etchings.
Yes. Yeah, and it's not a, they're not, there's no burst of magic, there's no nothing. But you do basically score the writing through and through, basically putting big X's over both the big patches of writing, the carvings, I should say. And
Breaks the
so,
rituals.
yeah. But there's it doesn't seem to be any release of energy or release of magics.
All right. Well, I could use a rest. I don't know about the rest of you. And I am all out of everything but my most basic spells. So should we head back up?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you need to look through and figure out?
Are there runes on the crypts?
Runes? No, there's actually the inscriptions in common.
Okay.
It's basically names, titles, date of birth, date of death.
Are they all? Do they all look like they're coated in a layer of dust, like they haven't been disturbed, or have any of them been disturbed?
The only one that was disturbed is the one that had its lid removed.
And is her corpse in
Mm-hmm.
the crate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Did I shatter that thing when I knocked it over?
Roll me a d20. Unless you don't got one. Yeah, you did.
Glorious.
All right, so so you don't have anything to put back on the lid. So what are you gonna do now?
Should we give these bodies a proper burial?
Well, most of the
Something.
crypts haven't been disturbed. Only the one was.
Well, I mean the bodies that were in the other room.
That's a lot of bodies.
I mean, could always burn them.
Had to carry all those bodies up and outside to do that.
You should probably rest first.
Probably a
And
good idea.
be careful when you go out into the hole. The stone cover for that is in pieces
Ah,
Oh.
all over the place. So be careful. There's probably sharp rocks going through there.
that is good to know.
Okay.
And I will pat Utopia on her shoulder. You doing okay, kiddo?
As okay as I can be at this point.
That's fair.
And Rome, what did Shugash say?
Oh, I said I can fix it if we do want to cover her.
Can you?
Yes.
Then
Yeah.
please. I don't want to leave her like that.
So I'm actually just gonna collect pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna fix it in the hallway, but then I will use mending
Okay.
next to it, so we don't have to carry it far. We can just lift it up and put it on.
Gotcha. You probably have to use mending at least twice, just because it covers 5 cubic feet, and
That's fine.
it's a long sarcophagi lid. But yeah, if you cast it twice, you can probably get it fixed up.
That's the cantrip, so I'll spend
Yep.
as long as I need.
Just it's an action to cast. So, all right. So, but after you guys recover enough of the stone to mend it, and when you mend it, it basically restores it back, even if you're missing pieces. So you get it back enough of it to make it whole, and then you lift it back up and put it on top of the casket. And it's the only clean spot in the room now.
Oh wow.
Because it looks new. So what are you gonna do? I mean, you're still on the Astra estate. You came here in the morning. Not much time has actually passed. Maybe a couple of hours. So you can either try
Are there
and.
not still rooms in the estate that we have left to explore?
You went through the kitchen. You went through the dining room. Did you go to the Seneschal's office?
No.
I don't think we did.
No, and we didn't go into my room.
Wait, no, you did go. Remember, the Seneschal's office is the one that had the arm of the chair chopped through, matching matching a missing arm.
Seneschal's office, but
Yeah.
we didn't go into my room or like the guest rooms.
Yes, you didn't go into the upper wing on that side.
Mm-hmm.
So do you guys want to head over that way?
Anything you want to collect?
I don't think there is anything to collect.
Do we want to? I don't know if you guys get anything back for a short rest other than HP.
No.
So a short rest doesn't help us.
I get my bardic inspirations back, but that's about it.
I mean, that's not a bad thing to get back for
Hmm.
a short rest.
True.
True.
So, well, let's just gather ourselves for a moment. And I will make sure that nobody comes and bothers us, and I'll watch the door. And while we do a short rest.
Are you closing the door?
Yeah.
Your hot pocket's dead.
No, I think
I think it was RJ's.
okay.
Malagos is like, I didn't make a fucking hot pocket.
Yeah, I'm like, is my microwave haunted? Like, this is an old building.
So, Sugash, you're spending hit dice in the downtime.
Yep.
All right. So you're gonna take at least an hour.
That as well.
Yeah, you're gonna take at least an hour because you're taking a short rest. So if
Back.
no problem. So if anyone has any damage still, they can spend hit dice on the downtime or the short rest to try and heal up a little bit. You guys spend roughly an hour kind of relaxing. Grandpa, you sitting with your back to the door as always.
Yes.
After an hour, no disturbances. Nothing comes. No one comes knocking on the door. There's no noises. So, what are you gonna do?
Well, we're giving this place to the other survivors. Maybe they could help us with burial before they settle in.
I think they'd want to. I don't think they want bodies rotting in their basement.
We
Yeah.
should probably make sure that there are no more people within this keep.
Okay.
So there's two other buildings to explore. There's the servants' quarters, and then there's, well, three technically. There's the servants' quarters, there's the guardhouse that's near the front gate, and then there's the quote-unquote armory. It's on the other side of the guardhouse, which is actually like where the blacksmith works and where the any extra weapons or armors or anything like that are kept for the guard, the house guard.
And we have Utopia.
You have Utopia what? Utopia. Well, the wing that Utopia's room is in. Yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't gone through that at all either. So where are you going first?
Should probably start inside and work our way out, purging these creatures from the halls.
That's a good plan.
All right. So you go back upstairs. You come up through the kitchen again. Let me bring you guys onto here. You come up the staircase. I'm assuming everyone's going to be wanting to go up here.
Yep.
You
We're
come up the
already
staircase.
on the other part too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I mean,
That one's not me.
That was me.
definitely not you. All right, I got rid of all those. Can you control your other ones? Yeah, good. All right, cool. All right, so you're coming up the stairs on this wing. Utopia, your room is the one to the left, on the first door on the left. The room that AM stayed in was the first door on the right. And then there's two other guest rooms further down. As you come into here, the doors have... There's an archway that you walk through to go into this area. There's lanterns on the wall that are lit. This area is... It's not really been looted or ransacked. You can tell the place has been searched, like tossed. But it's not like they're saying real damage. And the odd thing is, there's not a lot of dust, and the beds look like they've been slept in, like all of them. And I'm not talking like they're dirty and nasty or anything like that. I'm talking as like this place looks like it's been used as living space.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Oh, you're muted, Rome. Oh, okay.
I know. I was telling my little one to
Oh, gotcha.
stop yelling.
So, what are you guys gonna do? I mean, you can. The rooms are all pretty much, aside from Utopia's, who has your personal your desk and everything like that for your writing and your bookshelves and stuff like that with your personal stuff on it. All the other rooms are pretty much identical. They have a large bed, a wardrobe, and that's about it. All the other rooms.
There's just black space on the map, so I had to fix that.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You had to get your completion certificate. Gotcha. So, are you doing anything, Utopia?
I'm gonna go into my room
Mm-hmm.
and just like which it's the
First door on the left.
which way is left on the map.
So left would be west, and north is straight up.
Yeah, see, you're using all these up or down.
Up and down is north and south.
So
Okay.
you're gonna go.
Left is west. Right is east. And that's as you're facing the map. So as you're looking at the map on the screen, to your right is east, and to your left is west.
Okay.
So
I put you in the room.
yeah,
Oh.
that was the room.
Oh. Could you...
You have to go through the doors. You can't go through the walls. You are not magicals.
Val can.
No, these are wood.
Bestie, let me...
Ah.
Oh my. Oh my god.
There you go. Now you're in your room.
That was harder than killing the devil. I mean, like, trying real hard not to cry right now. I'll be honest. Like, because I didn't think I would get to come back here at all ever, and I mean the circumstances are kind of horrible. And so, but like, it doesn't really belong to me anymore, and it's not going to. People are going to move in, but like, I'm still bothered that it was used in my absence.
Mm-hmm.
And just like a lot of conflicted feelings over the way that my father handled things, because I literally didn't get to see him at all from when the Miss Mother first called me to leave and him dying. I did like he just vanished from my fucking life, and I you didn't get to work things out in any way, shape, or form. So just feeling kind of heartbroken.
So you're looking around your room, and you see, like, your desk has all your, has your stuff. Some of your stuff is still on your desk, but for the most part, a lot of stuff has been taken. And the wardrobe is, it's open, and some of the stuff you left, your clothes and stuff that you left behind, are still hanging in the wardrobe. But there is, stuff missing from there too. Did you have a secret cache or hidey hole where you kept stuff in your room?
Yeah.
What was it?
A heirloom ring that I was told belonged to my dad's sister that I never got to meet.
Mm-hmm.
And some like letters and like correspondence from the noble family in the mountains that I was friends with growing up,
Mhm.
and probably like a tiny fork from when I was like little that I got too old to use it, and he was like, "Okay, no more small utensils," and I just kind of stole one.
So where do you hide that?
That's
It could be anywhere you want.
it's hidden like in this little like pretty small kind of thin box because it's just like letters, a tiny fork, and like a ring.
Mhm.
That's like under the bed and is kind of smushed between like the mattress and the frame.
Mhm.
So like it's a huge pain in the ass to get.
Mhm.
So like one, nobody like would find it or see it.
So you go in and you kind of like have to lift the bed, the mattress basically up off the frame. And you pull the
Yeah.
little box out, and it's still there. Inside of it, you find all the items you kept there normally. You also find what looks to be a small stamp. You know, like for pressing a stamp to press a symbol on the seals, and you find it's the seal of House Astor. It's the item that basically the House Astor uses to stamp documents that they're like they don't make laws. They're not that big of a house, but when they go into contracts or they're like signing for marriage when they broker a marriage or anything like that, this is the type of thing they use to stamp it, to seal it, to show that it is a signifier of House Astor. You also find a folded up, very carefully folded piece of parchment. I'm assuming you take it out of the box
Yeah.
and you unfold it.
Yeah.
On the parchment, when you fold it out, is a marriage contract, and it is between Utopia Astor and the House of what was their name? House Regius, which is the house that your family was friends with up in the mountains. And it is actually your betrothed to the eldest member of the house, who, if things had worked out well, would have worked out normally, it would have been their eldest son. But he passed away. And the betrothal at this point binds you to because it just says the eldest heir. And there's no compulsion about, only males can inherit. And so the heir you are currently betrothed to was the young woman you grew up with and who was like one of your best friends out there, and that you would go and spend time with all the time. So as long as she's okay, you're technically engaged to be married legally. Now you're the head of House Astor now. So
Oh no.
So you're actually technically engaged to someone. Someone someone you grew up with.
Yeah.
I will stand in the doorway. You doing okay in there?
I think I'm gonna deal with this later. I don't think this is the time. No.
You just put the folder back up, put it back in the box, put the box in your bag.
Yeah. Most of the letters in the box are from her. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no.
So there's that.
Wow, thanks.
So, other than that, though, like I said, this upstairs area does look like it's been being used, and not really abused. Like people haven't been hacking apart furniture or anything like that. It's out, everything of real value, like the silver candelabras that were in the rooms and everything like that. Everything that could be sold has pretty much been taken. But this doesn't strike you as that's actually is pretty mundane for earthworldly creatures to be concerned about. You don't hear about demons and devils looting someone's house. So you don't know exactly who's been here, but someone's been here, and more than likely they were here while the devils were here. Which means that the devils have mortal compatriots.
Yeah, they have corporeal help.
Allies.
But that's basically all that's up here.
Okay.
What are you gonna do now? Huh?
Time for more searching.
Yeah.
The only other two places that are left to search are, like I said, are the two outbuildings. The servants' quarters has been just ransacked, trashed. You can see that the front door of the servants' quarters was actually kind of bashed in. You're pretty sure that this is where at least one group made a last stand. There's old dark stains on the floor. And, like, the place, this looks like it's been through a fight. There's nothing of any value in here. There's no more bodies in here, but there's nothing of any value in here. And the place itself has been pretty much trashed. I mean, it's not like it's going to fall down or anything like that, but, it's been ransacked, it's been trashed, and it's pretty obvious that horrible things happen in here. When you go to the guardhouse itself is in nowhere near as bad a shape. The door is open. The guardhouse, the rooms for the guards and everything like that. The rooms have been looted, and anything of value has been stolen. But the guardhouse pretty much was left the way it was. The officer's room, the captain of the guard's private quarters are the only thing that were really trashed. And it looks like something probably happened in there as well, but it does not have any, there's no signs in any of the other rooms of any type of struggle or any remains of anything like that. And remember, all this is covered with at least a thin layer of dust because it's probably been months since these incidents happened. And finally, the armory has been busted open. There is nothing left in there. There's not even a dagger. All the weapons, arms, and everything that were in there, the crossbows, the long swords, the suits of scale armor, and everything that were there for the guard, they're all gone.
Is the forge itself still intact?
Yes, it wasn't broken or anything like that. It's still there.
So anvil, all that shit's there. Are the
Even
smith's tools
I was gonna say even some of the smith's tools.
beautiful?
I mean, some of the more valuable tools, like the more complicated ones, obviously have been stolen.
But the basic smithing tools are there.
Yeah, hammer, tongs.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
no problem. But other than that, that's it. And there's no fuel for the forge. There's no coal or wood or anything around. That's probably been used in the house long ago. So and the smithy is like just as dusty as everything else. But that's pretty much it. You don't really see or hear of anyone else on the grounds. The main gate where the carriages come in is still solid. So is the what do you call it? The sally port, the smaller gate on the side of the wall. That is still solid. It was those were never like attacked or broken down or anything like that. So that all of that is still intact. So as an actual stronghold, this place is pretty shored up. I mean, you know,
And there's no more creatures around that we can sense, correct?
yeah, you don't see any sign of anything, whether demonic or natural, in this place. Now, what happens at night? No idea. But during the day, there's nothing in here. And that's another thing. 3/4 of the things you've seen fly, and this place is walled, but the walls are, like I said, only like 12 feet tall.
Well,
We'll have to make sure that we tell everyone back at the temple about that.
Well, we do not know if these creatures are going to return. It might be a good idea for us to wait and see if they come back this evening. It would give us all a chance to truly rest, though maybe not in the most comfortable of positions.
Well, like I said, all those upstairs bedrooms, the beds are intact.
Correct, but I don't. That separates the entire party into individual rooms, and that's not going to happen. I would rather wall up the barracks or a place that has one entrance and one exit, and I'll sleep on the fucking ground and make sure nobody comes in that door. Because that's you're dealing with a tactician here, buddy. You're not going to put me in a situation where the entire party fucks itself.
Yeah.
I was gonna say sleep over in my room.
But if we get summoned in your room, then we are ambushed while we sleep.
Okay.
Well, my sword will prevent us from being ambushed because it is.
That warns you, but not the rest of us.
It would warn all of us.
I think it makes a noise.
Yeah, I believe it does. I'm double checking right now.
He's double checking right now.
Whee. The weapon is on my person. In addition, you and any of your companions within 30 feet of you can't be surprised except when incapacitated by something other than non-magical sleep. The weapon magically awakens you and your companions within range if any of you are sleeping naturally when combat begins.
I don't think I've heard this before, and I'm going to swing at Sphinx to see if it activates.
Oh
my God.
Fuck?
It's a surprise attack.
Bro.
Okay, so
I'm not actually gonna hit him, but I'm gonna make the motion to make him think that I'm gonna sock him in the mouth.
well, the biggest problem is it says it warns you and your party members, so that literally means the spell sees you as a friend.
Aww.
So if that's the case, then it's not going to think, the spell's not going to interpret any action of a friend as that. Otherwise, just joking around, someone tries to punch Sphinx or Val, and there's going to be like a brah, 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 brah.
Right? It's supposed to warn. He wasn't expecting it. Surprise!
He's definitely not expecting you. So yeah, Val, just before Grandpa pulls back to clock you one, your sword goes off.
And
It doesn't warn Grandpa though.
I pretty much hear this. Hey! And they're like, whoa, hey, man.
Did it make a sound?
Yes.
I did not hear it. Shugosh, you
You're
tried.
the one attacking me.
Sugash, you heard it.
Well, yep, you told me to try, so
Oh no! I heard it.
You did hear it.
Why are we all hitting me?
I mean, to be fair, I'm probably not, but I'm not going to be as nice as Grandpa.
Oh my god.
I don't know if he'll actually even let me roll. So.
You can roll from beyond. Oh wait, you're still having trouble with beyond too, aren't you?
That was actually an 18.
18.
Oh god!
Okay, so
And
right
for
before.
all honesty, you only take 1 point of bludgeoning. It's not even a roll for me. I just
Yep.
legit do 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
So you right before you get punched in the shoulder, you know that Rome is trying to Shugosh is trying to punch you in the shoulder.
Hey!
I heard
We
it.
try.
He hits you pretty hard.
Ow, leave him alone!
Why would you do that?
We have
Why?
tested.
It's just science.
That's
It
just
is-
punching people!
It's just science. We had a theory, we needed to test it. But so we learned that if he deems them as not a threat, or if the threat itself does not hear the tone, that is what we learned. Because did you hear it this last time? So we learned. That is a good thing to know.
Said punching.
Well, my days of not taking you both seriously are certainly coming to a middle.
Good God.
So I think we're just gonna hole up, maybe in the armory. If there's just one entrance in and out of it, or
There
is
is
it like an open?
no.
Okay.
It's got one entrance in and out. It's actually the armory is a heavily bound. It's a heavy oaken door that's steel bound. It doesn't look like I said the armory doesn't look like it was broken into. They probably just took keys off of dead person.
I will lock it and set my back to it, and I think we're gonna sit down for a long rest.
It is empty, so there's you can chill out here.
Cool.
All right.
So we will wait throughout the day for night to fall and see if the demons come back. Everybody take a long rest.
Everyone take a long rest.
You may hate giving your players long rests, but I will find ways to make it happen, sir.
Oh, I don't hate you giving you long rests.
You have mentioned that it is your goal to make sure that we do not rest. So
No. That's different. I'm talking about story wise. You never let them rest. There's no beat in the story that allows you that emotional reprieve to sit back.
I mean, to be fair, sir, you also said that after our 5th battle without a long rest.
yeah.
That's true.
So my point is warranted that I will find places for us to rest, even if it's in the middle of a forge and we're sleeping on the ground.
And you guys have to admit, the fights are at least somewhat challenging. Kat, what are you doing? You're going crazy. She sees something back there and she's trying to go get
I
it.
mean, any fight's
He's
challenging when you
contributing.
have 5 spell slots and you go through 5 fights.
Yeah.
Like trying to manage your spells when you're literally it's 4 sessions per day. It's rough. So
It's when you manage the art of useless cantrips.
Dun dun dun. Actually, that's one thing glorious about 5e. There's very few truly useless cantrips. Now there's some dumb cantrips, but there's very few useless
the Dying.
cantrips. Spare the Dying's a good cantrip.
Great one.
Depends, because if you have any other type of ranged heal, it's negated completely.
Well, no, because every other type of ranged heal is a spell slot.
Yeah.
Spell the
but if
Dying,
you connect
Spare the
with
Dying
more
is
than
not.
one.
And if you're a grave cleric, it's even better.
Yeah.
30-foot range.
Grave Cleric makes a huge difference on that, but a touch bring you up to 1 hit point puts your healer in combat next to a character that just went down.
Vargi.
Additionally, it's not the best because the cleric is risking death to bring a person back with 1 health.
There you go, Vargi. Evil kitten.
let me go. Let me go.
She's like, no. She's like, I just want to lay on you. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Okay, now she's leaving. So she'll start screaming any
Oh,
minute. All right, so you guys take a long rest. As you're sitting there and resting in the armory, I mean it's still day, so there's no, you're not really gonna. I mean, you might nap or something like that, but you're not really gonna sleep. You're just basically trying to relax, get your head back together, get your energy back, and
Your spells back.
yeah. And so once you have pretty much completed a long rest. You guys are getting up and getting dressed again. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Emily Strange. But as you go through all that, you eventually see or hear what appears the gates, the main gates. You hear them being unlocked and being pushed open.
Is there a window pointing towards the gates?
No, there's no windows in the armory.
I would like to. I'm gonna use my familiar sense to see through my familiar, and I'm gonna send him out. Out towards the gates as far as I can to get a look. I want him to try and be as stealthy as possible as well.
Yeah. So you see.
You have the ability to merge with stone, sir.
Yeah, but he can't see or hear his surroundings when he does that.
That's true.
I did not realize that.
Yeah, you're cut off when you do the stone swim thing. You cannot see or hear or perceive your surroundings. You're in the stone or you're out of the stone. One or the other. Oops. I left the Nightbot contest one on. We're not doing a contest tonight. Please don't get mad at me. So anyway, there is as Inari goes out. Did you make a stealth roll for already?
Yeah, 15.
15? All right. Inari goes scuttling out. You kind of open the door crack. Inari goes scuttling out. And you can see through her eyes that there is a wagon coming through. It's being drawn by two horses.
Wagon.
It's a four-wheeled wagon. There's one gentleman up on the bench seat. The wagon it's a four-wheeled wagon, but it's not a flatbed wagon. It's actually like a tall wagon, so it's like wood sides, and it has a roof. And it comes, and as you look at it, you notice that it's got like a little. Okay, that'll be right. It's a paddy wagon.
Oh.
So it has like one little window, very small, with steel bars in it. And there's one gentleman sitting up on the bench. Another gentleman is holding the gate open. He's got a crossbow in his left hand. The gentleman on the bench, through Inari's eyes, you can see that there is a crossbow leaned up against the bench seat beside him. And as they come through the doorway, you hear the clopping of the horses' hooves, and through Inari's ears, you can notice that it's not in sync. There's more noise than that, and two riders come riding in the door behind them. All these people are dressed. They're just dressed like commoners. You know what I mean? There's nothing significant. There's nothing identifying them. As they come riding in, they go riding up to that front entry of the house, riding underneath the eave. The one inside or the one on the bench, he draws the horses up to a stop, and he kind of looks around and he says, "All right, well, let's get these unloaded and locked up." He's like, "I want to be out of here before anything else shows up." He's like, he kind of shakes his head, and the others kind of look around at him and look around. They're looking around the area uneasily.
Okay, I'm giving a play-by-play as everything is happening to the group.
Gotcha. So they're outside. They're out front. As you guys are, as you're telling that, the other two guys and the horses come riding up behind the wagon, and the guy who opened the gate, he's still standing by the gate, holding it open. And the other two guys come riding up. They get down off their horses. They open up the gate to the wagon, the paddy wagon, and they're holding those two on the horses. They do. One of them has his crossbow out, and the other one draws like a long sword, and he's like, "Come on, you lot, get out here!" And as they're standing there, you hear a bunch of people yelling, shouting protests, and he's like, either you get out or I stick the first one of you, and then we drag the rest of you out.
Sugash. We go.
And as they're coming, as he's saying that, you see a man steps down out of the carriage, and he's older. He's probably in his late 40s, early 50s. He glares at the guys, and he kind of looks around, and then he reaches back and he's helping someone else out, and you see it's a young woman, probably in her late teens, early 20s. She gets down out of the wagon. They in turn help an elderly lady down out of the wagon, and they're followed by several other people, individuals of varying age. And as they're all all in all, there were 6 people in the wagon.
As I see prisoners, I pretty much want to be out the door and charging, and I'm going to burn aggressive.
Same.
All right, let's put you guys on this side, because you're coming up from where the guardhouse was, so that's from this direction over here. I'm gonna put Utopia and there you go. I'll let you guys drag the rest, and I'll put AM over here somewhere. Val, where are you? There you are. All right, there you go. And let me grab some guys real quick.
And don't forget to grab a Nari.
I'm grabbing a Nari now.
I just try to remind you, buddy.
Let's see, Nari's gonna be hanging out here-ish.
I don't know if they have one of these.
Oh, I get all the way over here.
Oh, they do have him. All right, so he's going to be over here. I just dragged you over there. You can put yourself anywhere you want to, as long as it's along that edge.
I'm good where I am.
So,
Is that from where we start?
Huh?
Is that...
No, this is where you get to after you're aggressive. Because remember, you started off by the Sally Port, which is where the things are. So your aggressive basically gets you across that open ground, and now you're at this point right here. And the cart is a 6 squares. I don't have a cart model, so the cart is a 6 squares right in between the cultist and the commoners there.
So
he's gonna actually.
Sorry, I am listening, but I do have a question because your description confused me.
Okay.
You said that there was screaming coming from the back of the wagon, but then they helped people out of the wagon?
No. I said the guy with the sword said, "All right, you lot, get out of there, or I'll stick the first one of you, and they'll drag the rest of you out." And then the old man climbed out, glaring at them, and he turned around to start helping people out.
My brain went 2 completely different directions with that description, so I wanted to verify before moving forward. Now, aggressive just gives us an additional 20 feet, right, Rome?
30.
30. So if we use the dash action as well, that would give us a total of 90 feet, correct?
Yeah. I'm assuming that, because I wanted to too, before start of combat, want to be next to one of these. Like, that's my whole goal, is to charge directly into them before.
Okay, then you might want to revise your tactics, because there's way too much ground to cover for you to be there that fast.
How much ground is between us and the cart?
In total, about 30 yards,
So
90 feet.
So we could get to them.
Yeah, so if we burn aggressive and our action is a dash, that gives us...
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you don't care whether you have an action when you get there.
No,
you just want to be there.
I'm not going for...
That's understandable. That's perfectly fine.
Like, I want my pre-combat to be me in their face.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm right behind him on somebody else.
That makes sense. Okay. So you guys can go ahead and drop on those 2 guys right there in the leads. All right.
And I'm actually...
Are you guys making any noise as you charge?
I mean, yes. There's no way we're passing checks sprinting as Giant works across an open field. Like,
the ground is trembling under the feet of Grompak and Sugosh charging these people at the moment.
I imagine with aggressive too, that we're probably loud.
And
I
did,
was like, are you yelling?
That's what I mean. I would figure there's.
and did you
probably-
guys already? Did you guys all roll your initiative, by the way?
Oh
have
no.
not.
Have not yet.
Yeah.
Roll initiative.
It's why is it in combat already? I ended the last
Looks
one.
like it's already rolled mine.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it rolled mine too.
I did not roll y'all's. I just rolled the NPCs.
Okay.
I don't know why I did that. All right. Well, if you want to re-roll your initiative because you didn't get a chance to actually roll it, because I don't like it.
If you right click on your character, you
Yeah.
can actually click re-roll initiative.
Yeah, right-click and click re-roll initiative.
Oh,
Well, it's not letting me do that, so I'm
Not
good.
letting me do that either.
You want
Yep,
me to
I'm
do that on
good.
your name?
It's 3 down on the list. Right-click on your character and then go up. It's update combatant, clear initiative, re-roll initiative, and remove combatant.
that's your
That may be-
guys' because
yeah,
the
that may
GM.
be GM.
Okay, so
Yeah, I can't do that, so.
want me to re-roll? You want to re-roll your initiative, Utopia?
Sure.
All right. What about you, Val?
I would as
Oh,
well.
nice.
You got a 17.
Nice.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. Anari and I will stick it out.
I'll re-roll Aeom's. There you go. He got a little better. All right. So
Is it not re-rolling mine?
It has not, no. Do you want me to
So
re-roll it for you?
I'll re-roll it for you.
That'll work too.
It got worse.
Damn.
I was refreshing so that I could do that.
Ouch.
I don't think it changed.
No, it went down by 1.
It went down by 1.
It went
Yeah.
it went from a 9 to an 8. All right, so at the top of the initiative, we're going to start. Oh, let me go bring the map back up. I apologize. So at the top of the initiative, I'm going to have to make a perception check for a commoner. Come on, give me that.
I'd probably give them advantage on that because we are not quiet.
Oh wait, no, it's not an ability check. It's a saving. Oh no, it's not a saving throw. It's an ability check. My
It's
bad.
ability.
Okay, and so the first commoner sees you guys coming, and it's actually the younger woman that the gentleman helped down out of the wagon, and she sees you guys coming, and she just kind of like doesn't really say anything, but you can see she starts like moving back this way, which makes the guard in back with the crossbow turn. Hey, where are you going? And he like is turning to face in her direction now, so he's kind of like got his back towards you guys as you're running up.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. I got something for you, bitch. I got something for you, bitch.
And this one, as you guys are coming running up, this one literally just freaking tears ass and tries to run inside the house. And one of the other guards is like, "Hey!" But they literally just open the door and run to the right inside the room, getting for cover. The next commoner is going to do the same thing. They're basically going for cover. So Val, what is Inari going to do?
Inari is going to get in front of the door,
In front of the door.
or not in front of the door, but get near the door
Uh-huh.
and kind of bark at the commoners and gesture for them to get inside.
Gotcha. And what are you going to do, Val?
Well, Val is going to target this motherfucker up here.
Remember, you are 90 feet away right now. But the entire party, besides me and Sugash, are 90 feet away from this action.
Okay.
I'd assume they're following us, but not as far as us.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get to where I'm at least 30 feet away from everyone. I'm not exactly sure where that would put me on the map.
It will put you kind of where you are at the map, anywhere along that edge you want to be. in their direction, but it would cost you your movement and your dash. You have to use a dash action.
To get to where I am right now?
Yeah.
Shit. I don't like that, but fine.
Okay. All right. So that's your action.
I will do that. And then getting here, I will. Let's see. I will look at Sugash.
Mm-hmm.
And I will sing. Hell, what am I singing? Welcome to the jungle. Smack them in the face. And spend a bardic inspiration on them.
All right. So these.
Woo! You're gonna make them bleed.
This one. This is the older This is the older gentleman that's helping everyone else down out of the wagon. As you guys are coming up, he just turns around and tries to deck that guard.
Oh wow!
Attaboy. I like this guy. He sees an opportunity and he takes it. I like this guy.
What he literally does is he grabs like just a freaking like rock off the ground and tries to bash him with it.
Nice.
Ooh, let's see if this works. It didn't work.
Oh.
Well, I was trying to roll the die. So yes, +2 to hit. So I'll just roll d20 +2. Did that actually hit? That actually hit.
Woo!
He hit him.
I really like this guy.
He does 1 point of damage.
All right.
But he clocks the guy upside the head with the rock. And then
Get him.
it is now Sugash's turn.
I was actually taking a cue from Grumpok. As I hit this guy,
Mhm.
I want to. For me, anyway, it's probably a touch, but I'm gonna punch him in the stomach. At 3rd level. No, 2nd.
Inflict wounds as Shugosh punches somebody.
So, if it will let me roll.
I thought you saying you were taking a note out of my book. I thought you were going to try and talk to these guys first, but
No. Violence.
22 to hit.
I choose violence.
Definitely hits.
He takes 23 necrotic.
He just... It's really disgusting. These black veins run all through him, leading off from where you punched him in the stomach. So you see them run up his neck and into his face. And they go from veins running up his neck to just the skin splitting open as fetid wounds been appearing all over his body. And his eyes literally just like go to jelly in his head. And his body kind of just collapses into his clothing and armor in this like gelatinousy gooey mess.
Shugosh, Grumpok, whichever one you are.
you are Shugosh, I am Grandpa.
I punched him.
You did good.
You can do that to people?
Apparently. That was fun.
Apparently. Okay.
Oh my god!
That is frightening, and yet
Do the
somehow
rest of them
strangely
surrender after
satisfying.
seeing that? Is that an option?
Well, one of them just got clocked upside the head. The other one's aiming his crossbow at a girl. So no one else really, because the guy didn't even get to yell. The guy just turned into goo.
Did you?
Oh, by the way,
Imagine.
Sugash, it smells really bad
Oh.
because it smells like rotted meat.
It's probably not that terrible for me.
No.
Oh
Are you doing
my
anything
God.
else, Sugash? Are you moving anywhere?
No, I can't.
Okay. Utopia,
I can't.
You're up.
I'm
Now,
gonna start with something really dumb.
remember, you would have to do dash to get to the edge of the screen.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so that takes your action to use dash. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna yell at the other guards, turn around, and look at what just happened in this guy.
Oh,
I'm gonna give him a chance.
And you're like, you come running up, you're all like out of breath because you just ran all across the thing, and you're just like, oh my God, Sugash, what did you do to him?
Like,
And Aeon comes running up beside you, and he just goes, he made soup.
no! You're not supposed to turn people into soup!
I turn to Aeon. I'm not eating that.
So Aeon's gonna go, because he actually has the movement to do this.
Could you imagine just going to work and at the start of your shift, your coworker just gets disintegrated?
Oh, disintegrate's a completely different
Yeah, that's a completely different animal.
Yeah, and it turns you to ash.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Sorry, your coworker gets turned to jello.
Yeah, brand gelatin.
Jesus Christ.
There's always room.
Alright, so his first shot hits.
Oof.
And the guy takes 7 points of damage. Aeon's second strike hits.
Get him.
And
Get
the guy takes, Jesus, 8 points of damage. I think he's down. And the guy crumples at that point to the floor as Aeon comes up and just basically pummels the living crap out of that poor cultist.
Well, 2 down and they haven't said a word.
The last guy with the crossbow just, well, remember, there's 2 down by the gate too. Or 1 down by the gate, I'm sorry. And so that is Aeon's turn. The other commoner, one of the other 3 people runs in the door. That guy's dead. Grandpa, you're up.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
I am going to turn to the guy holding the crossbow
Uh-huh.
and basically go, just stand fucking still.
Oh my god.
And I'm casting Hold Person. I need a DC 13 Wisdom save, please.
I'm sure he can do that.
I'm not. But
no
I have been wrong
fucking
before.
way.
Oh, wow, he made it.
Beautiful. So at that point, I have movement. 2, 3, 4. So I am going to put myself directly in front of him.
Got
So
it.
he cannot shoot the other commoner.
Got it.
And that will... yeah, that'll be the end of my turn because I can't cast another spell. Or
Gotcha.
I can do... Am I able to do a cantrip or no?
Only if the cantrip can be cast as a bonus action.
I don't think I have any.
Clerics don't have a single bonus action cantrip.
No, we're good.
No, I don't think it was OA that time, Vargi. I don't know what happened. It is...
Fuck you, Vargi.
Fuck you, Vargi. But we're back up. I don't know what happened. OBS crashed again. But, as I was saying, the gentleman who Sugash put himself between kind of looks around, takes assessment of his situation.
I am Grandpa.
Grandpa goes between, looks around, takes assessment of the situation, and just drops his crossbow. At the same time, the guy was down holding the gate open about 90 feet away. He just spins and runs out the gate and is just running for his life, pell-mell. And so...
He's too far away from
Yeah, he's 90 feet away from where you are, and he's going to get 60 feet of movement. And he's going to break line of sight because he's going to run up the street, so... So, what are you going to do?
Gonna kick the crossbow completely out of his reach and like balance my glaive on his shoulder.
It's like
Oh,
drop
wow.
the point sitting on his shoulder type thing.
Yeah.
He kind of looks at the. He's looking at the blade, looking at you, looking around.
What is your purpose with these people?
As you go say, so what is your purpose with this people? The young lady who is standing behind you walks around you and squarely kicks him straight in the nuts so hard he almost comes off the ground.
Does my blade cut him?
Maybe a little bit, but not like, maybe a point of damage type thing. But he also goes down.
Would you like to do that again?
And she says she kind of looks at you and she kind of like comes to her senses at that moment because she looks around and looks up at you and you have a giant glaive and you're
It's just an 8 foot tall fucking
I know.
orc just sitting there
you
with
know.
a glaive like, did you want to do it again?
she looks at you, she looks around, she's like, she kind of gives this panicked look on her face.
Breathe.
Oh my god.
She's like,
Just breathe. There's humans over there if that makes you feel more comfortable.
I kind of
and she turns around and she's like, that asshole was a human.
I'm gonna
human passing. I don't claim any of these.
Was.
I don't claim
start
either.
cutting on.
Human passing!
I'm gonna start freeing people.
All right. Yes, and they are all like tied up with their hands.
I will help with the freeing of people.
Yeah, same. I'm
So-
gonna help.
When you're done grunting in pain,
You see that
tell me what the hell you're doing here?
he's absolutely thrown up.
Wow. Okay.
That's better not get on my boots.
and she, as you're trying to like get him talking, he's just like wheezing and trying to draw in breath. She kind
You
of
should probably breathe too.
she comes over and she's kind of like standing beside you now, kind of rubbing her wrist where the blood bonds took off, and she says they found us hiding in our house. She says they forced us all out. They had those other people locked in the cage already. She says we heard about these people. They take people as slaves. They sell us.
You should probably get your friends from inside because there may be demons inside. So you might want to go make sure they are safe.
She says, if there's devils inside, I'm not going. If there's demons inside, I'm not going in there. She's
I'll
like,
go in.
Go with the shiny one. This used to be her home.
So you go.
You are wearing bright shiny armor, are you not?
So you guys head in.
I'm gonna stay outside waiting to talk to this guy.
I'm gonna stand next to Grandpa because I'm interested in this as well.
When he finally gets the ability to like draw in breath to speak, he says, "We were told to find people." He
Who
said,
told you?
"He says,
And I'll pull out my rapier and I'll point it at him.
I'm the nice one.
he says,
True.
He really is.
we were being paid." He says, "Goldhead." He says, we just need food.
Horrible traits.
And he says, they're probably going to end up dead anyway. He says, there's demons running in the night. He says,
You have noticed?
But you would take gold to sell out your own people.
he says there's no people anymore. There's just survive or die.
I will look at Grandpa for a moment, and then I'll look back at the.
Do you want to kick him in the beanbags?
I will turn my gaze back to the cultist, and when I turn my gaze, my eyes will be completely clouded black. Survive or die. Go pick one.
He kind of looks at you and
Gropbox just smiling.
yeah, he kind of looks at you. He looks over at Grandpa, looks at you. You get the distinct odor of urine, and he says,
And I smile wide the moment I smell it.
and he says,
Go on, pick.
5.
Then we need answers.
He says, we were told to find as many as we could and bring them here.
By whom? We could do this the easy way.
His name is Creed.
And where can we find this Creed?
Below the fingers on the fish dock.
Interesting. Now, would you like to do some good with your life? Some actual good.
And I'll bring my face closer. My smile will get wider. Please say no.
Oh my god.
Yes, 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 yes!
Good. Then you are going to help rebuild this place. When the people come, you will help protect it. You will defend them. If you do not, I will let my friend come visit you in your sleep. He blends in pretty well.
I do.
So, the choice is yours. My friend, or turn over a new leaf.
He says, I'll turn over a new leaf.
We will be watching you.
And I'll lean into his ear. You better not fail. We're hungry.
I
And
like
I'll
it,
blink.
Val.
I'll blink and my eyes will be unclouded again, and I just kind of tilt my head to the side. Savvy.
He's like nodding. Val, you're hungry.
Now I am very hungry.
I have a ration if you want it.
As do I. Am I hungry for food?
No. You feel like you just got a little taste of something that tasted very good. Like the first taste of cotton candy out of the bag.
Ooh.
Takes you a couple of minutes to realize that it was his fear.
Ooh. I like this. That's me saying that, not Val.
Yeah, please specify.
Val kind of
Please.
blinks for a moment. I kind of nudge my quarry and I go, do you feel that hunger too?
Your quarry is silent for a few moments. And then you hear, is it gone?
It's gone, but the hunger remains.
And in your mind, you hear that you can hear fear in the quarry's voice. It is in here with me.
Oh boy. I think we need to find out what this is. I enjoyed that entirely too much.
And the quarry,
It seemed like it.
the quarry in your head sits there and is like, I can feel you did.
And I don't like that.
I can feel that that's not totally true.
I can feel that too. We need to find out what's happening. Aye. And
The quarry is quiet.
I will just nod and I will pat Grandpa on the shoulder. Well done, and I'll walk into the
I'm gonna look down at the guy like, I really am the nice one.
Yeah.
The guy kind of looks at
Most
you and
people don't
he's
believe me
he's
when I
like,
say it, but I am the nice one.
he kind of like is nodding and he's like starting to get up. And as he's starting to get up, the young woman that you forgot was standing beside you just steps forward and kicks him in the gut.
Oh, period.
You might want to apologize when you can breathe again.
And she's like, he'll never apologize. She's standing there, just waiting for him to move again.
Oh my god.
I mean, he might apologize. It is whether you choose to accept it or not.
She's like, lend me your big axe thing.
Oh my god.
It is taller than you are.
It'll be heavier when it falls.
I do not trust you.
Damn!
And you will make me lose a toe. I need those.
Yo, unrelated, completely unrelated. What she look like? Is she single?
I know that things are really stressful right now. I just want to let you know. Can I get your number?
No.
After, since I've been untying most people hearing that,
Yeah.
hearing this, I'm just gonna walk up, hand her my mace, and then walk inside to go free the people that ran inside.
Oh, I'm helping them already.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. So
It
she
doesn't
has my
matter.
mace now.
Okay, bet.
Since
You
you're the
should
only,
probably be careful with that. I
She's-
promised you would
she's-
be protected from us.
she's holding the mace in both hands. He's like laying on the ground. And he's like just now starting to get his wind back. She's holding the mace in both hands, and she's like, you can see she's gripping the mace. Her knuckles are white, and
Now think about it.
she steps
Do you
forward,
really want to see his face every single night?
and she's just like she raises the mace up, and she's like just like holding it, and then she just like kind of throws the mace on the ground, and she spins around and starts stomping off.
That is not how you handle that weapon. I will pick the mace up.
The
Bro, you
guys,
never answered my question.
you have to talk to her.
Find out.
You have to talk to her.
Never answered my question.
Finding out the relationship status of an NPC from the DM is metagaming girl, go ask.
Yes, you actually have to go talk to her.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm not having that conversation with her.
you don't have
So-
to.
But she's
So-
in your way, so party on, Wayne.
So the rest of you are inside. The people who ran inside, they
Monster
didn't.
Mike.
Yeah.
Hang on a second.
Mhm.
I got nothing else I can shut down. I swear.
Okay, we got
I'm
you now.
hanging.
It's just your internet because it got back up.
Yeah.
That's just it. I don't think it's my internet because whenever I do speed tests on this thing, it's fast. I think it's something going on with my PC. I need to check my drivers and
Fast is slow and slow is fast, right?
yeah, because I'm lagging out so bad right now.
Depending on upload speed, especially
Yeah,
with
none
as
of
much
that
as we
came
run.
through.
It will at light speed.
Probably.
At 1 billion D miles per hours. I'm just gonna shut this down.
No.
All right. So is this better?
183 million
Yes.
miles
I can
per
hear you
second.
now.
All right. So I shut down Chrome because it eats a shit ton of memory.
Yes, it does.
You giving it all you got? Yes, I'm giving it all I got, Vargy. All right. So, but yeah. So as you guys walk into the house, or Utopia already in the house, the people didn't go very far. They basically were kind of holed up against the wall, just on either side of the doorway, and they're basically just terrified. And when you walk in, all they see is a person in armor with a warhammer and a shield, and some of them yell and run off. One of them just starts crying. Well, one of the guys who came in there just starts crying, and what are you doing?
I'm gonna kind of hunch a little.
Hunch a little?
She's also abnormally tall for a human.
Yep.
Human. And
Human passing.
human passing.
Human passing. God, that's a thing now.
Just kind of be like, hi. I'm sorry. Would you like some help?
One of the other three people that ran in here were the three ranging in age from teenagers to middle age. The youngest one is a young woman, and she actually was kind of like running up the stairs as you came. And she screamed and started running up the stairs as you came in the door. And when you was like, "Can you need some help?" She kind of like turns around. She's kind of like hiding at the top of the staircase, and she looks down, and she kind of looks at you, and she looks at you, and your armor is emblazoned with the crest of the family. You have it on your breastplate. You have it on your shield. So she kind of looks at you, and she looks at your shield, right? And then she looks at the emblem that's carved into the wood relief on the side of the staircase. And she looks at the emblem again, and she says, "You're an Aster, or you killed an Aster."
No, I'm the last Aster that hasn't been killed.
And she looks around. She says, she starts coming down the stairs. She says, "The Asters have been dead for months."
I was missing for a bit.
And then I'll walk in the door at that point. It's all really complicated. It's some weird magical time travel.
But
thing.
I'm the last one left.
And she kind of looks around. She's like, she looks around. She's like, "So you're not gonna kill us?"
No.
She goes and helps the guy who's like literally leaning against a wall still and crying. She goes over and walks up to him, and she puts her arm around his shoulders, and she goes, "It's okay, it's over." And he kind of like is holding onto her, and she kind of like is pulling him to his feet, and she says, she kind of looks around. She says, "Is it safe here?"
We don't know yet.
For the time being, we think it might be, but we're here to kind of make sure of that.
We want to make it safe. We have other people who need to come here.
Then I'll send Inari to go and comfort the girl and the guy that she's helping.
Mm-hmm.
Inari will just kind of like nuzzle up against her and kind of bark his little fox bark.
Don't do it.
Walk past Shugosh and like tug on his jacket, like, "Let us go see if there are more creatures here." And I want to start making my way back down to where the demon had spawned to check to see if anything.
Actually, remember, you found that the ballroom had that big ritual circle.
Yeah, I was about to say we didn't take care of that.
It's still, you didn't mar it or anything like that, but it was heavily scorched.
Yeah, we need to fix that.
Yeah.
But the runes were still intact.
Then I will start my search there before heading down into
the nether regions.
Correct. The where the winter guard is kept.
No,
Oh,
that's
God.
not what that
Oh.
was.
Live that down. I hope you realize that. I know it wasn't intentional, but you will not live that down.
Oh, look, I got a new cat.
Blame the DM. So this is the ballroom, correct?
Well, yes. It's called the ballroom. Yes.
Cool.
And it's just south of you. It's in the double doors to the south. Yeah.
Oh, I'm in the north, so
Let's go straight down the double doors to the south. That's the ballroom.
I'll go in there with him.
And like I said, in the 9 squares, and basically in the center of that room right there, that is where the giant emblem has been inlaid in the floor. And like I said, the emblem looks is heavily seared and scorched, but all the iconography and all the arcane symbols are still intact. And they look like they're pretty much inscribed into the marble.
Okay. How far are they away from each other?
It's a circle. It's actually some concentric circles. Sugash, you recognize this as a magic circle, but it's used to summon.
I'm actually going to see if I can repair, using mending, one of the granites to remove the carving of the rune into it.
That's an interesting use of mending.
I like that.
Because it should make a solid stone and break the rune that's on it.
Okay. Do me one quick thing.
Yep.
Because this is going to be kind of like using the dispel magic feature from the spell, but because there is inscribed magic in this,
Yeah.
so let's.
I will place my hand on his back so he can pull whatever energy out of me he needs.
Go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw.
You still have that
Inspiration.
inspiration too.
Yeah, it doesn't have a time
D8
limit, does
for
it?
you? Is that a D8?
It's a D8, yeah. On a saving throw, what does it do?
Yo, nat 20!
Nice.
Fucking beautiful, sir.
So you go down with mending, you put your hand down on the stone, you begin trying to return the stone to its normal position, its normal condition. The rune resists you for a few moments, but you just overwhelm it with will. And the stone suddenly just like wrinkles and the scorch marks disappear off that 5-foot patch of stone. And then all the runes in that area disappear. And when they do that, all the rest of the runes across the floor kind of just like shimmer and glow with this unhealthy red light. And then they all disappear. The entire circle's gone. The scorch marks still stay on the other parts of the floor, but the runes themselves are gone.
And you gain a point, a temporary
Well
hit
done,
point,
brother.
thanks to the saving throw feature.
I think that worked.
It seems like it. The writing in the stone is gone. That is a handy trick. Why
Yeah.
did you never use it when I needed to repair my armor?
You never asked.
I didn't know you could do it.
It's not my fault.
You don't pay any attention to
Some
me.
days, brother, you just drive me nuts.
It's only some days for you.
It's only
Yes,
some
you
days.
must work harder. Every day.
They're even competitive about annoying each other.
I love them so much.
I just
Twin fucking brothers, like.
Yeah, no, literally, that is like brother energy.
All right. So you guys, you can almost feel that the atmosphere in this room, the heaviness and the oppressiveness of the area, this room, is suddenly like lifted. It doesn't feel like wonderful or anything like that, but it just feels like that era of almost like static electricity that you kind of felt being in this room is gone.
I'll turn to Sugash. Were there any other rooms like this that had that on it?
I
the
think it
floor?
was only this one.
Well, that's fortunate, isn't it?
I think it's safe now.
That was me.
I think so.
With me the whole entire time.
So what are you gonna do now?
We should probably still be wary this evening and make sure nothing appears. And in the morning, if it is indeed deemed safe, we can send for the Aeom's master. I cannot think of her name at the moment.
Shy.
Shy.
Jai.
Shy.
Thank you. If my brain worked, I'd be even more dangerous. But it is getting dark, and I believe the demons come out at night, so we should probably stay inside for now
It's a good
and
plan.
conserve our strength until morning.
Indeed. Agreed.
And just keep your eyes open, but just make sure that nothing appears and that this is truly safe. Then we should also, in the morning, start digging graves for all of the bodies downstairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me see if there's food in the kitchen.
Nah.
I
There's
mean, if people were staying here, I
yeah.
assume they'd
No.
probably be
There's
here.
there's like a barrel of potatoes,
Potato.
Downstairs, when you went into the basement, there was that room that was off the side. That was the one that was colder than the others because the natural spring ran underneath it. That room did have some like meat stored in it. So you can actually, you can find some stuff in there. It's actually a decent amount of food when you start looking around. It's like, this was enough food to supply like a platoon of not platoon, like a squad of soldiers type situation.
Huh.
Grandpa, let's make stew. I'm hungry.
Ah, stew. You know what the best kind of stew is?
Meat we don't have.
You take a pot and you put everything in it.
We don't have everything.
Well, then what do we have?
Everything here.
I feel like
That
I
is
was
everything.
implied.
Like you don't have like anything super perishable, but like you have you have onions, you have potatoes, you have some other roots, vegetables. You have all the dried seasonings you could want. You could use there's
Greens, potatoes, tomatoes.
yeah there
Turkey. Greens, potatoes, tomatoes.
Can I make this with advantage since he's helping me?
sure.
I don't even know what it's going to use as a bonus. Hey, looking at 20.
Oh! So you begin preparing it, but within the hour, everyone. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Pandora Thorn. Interesting name.
Really like that name.
But within an hour, everyone can smell what's going on. The aroma is absolutely intoxicating. Even the commoners. One thing you get becomes very apparent is that there is probably very little, if any, food floating around out there.
Oh, I'm making food for them too.
Oh no, I figured you're making a big pot. Yeah. And so, they begin like literally just hovering around in the dining area room. They're not moving very far. And if any of you walk by them, you can literally hear their stomachs rumbling. I mean, these people are like kind of starving.
I'm
they
going
are.
to just kind of nod to Utopia, and I'm gonna go and start getting like bowls and utensils and things from out of the kitchen.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna take off like at least like my helmet and put the shield and warhammer down. And go upstairs to look through the guest rooms and my rooms to make sure that everybody has like clothes. Trying to see what I can find.
Yep. It'll be basically your room and your dad's room for the most part. That's the only rooms that have real clothes in them. The other rooms were guest rooms, so yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So you guys round up some clothes and everything because they do look like the other people's clothes look ragged. Basically, they look like clothes they've been wearing for about 3 or 4 months on the run.
Yeah.
So even if it doesn't fit well, they're like tying it off and just doing anything they can
They're
to
fresh
make
at
it.
least.
Yeah, fresh, clean clothes. By the time dinner is served, everyone is in a much better mood. The people they're not jovial by any means, but all of them are fine. All of them are talking now. What do you do with the asshole?
I serve him some stew as well, and I'll put the stew down in front of him, and I'll
Oh
say,
my god.
"This is to keep up your strength. Remember, you made a promise."
He takes the bowl of soup and he's like nods, and he's like he begins eating the soup, like staring at you, but like he puts the first real bowl of soup in his mouth, and he kind of looks down at the soup, and he just starts eating the soup and ignoring you.
Man, eat up. You'll need your strength.
Oh my god.
All right.
Beautiful.
So we're gonna go ahead and wrap there because we're coming right up on 10. So Miss Okal, you have liberated your family home.
Yay.
Huzzah! Achievement unlocked.
Yeah. Oh, Oh no. Now I'm the family. Oh. God.
Now you're
and you're engaged.
You know what that means?
What?
You can rebuild the home the way that you see it should be built.
Except for the fact that you're the family and you're under a blood contract with devils.
Yeah, I was about
We
to
haven't
say.
got. At the moment, we'll look at the high point with the simple that she not only has a home that is free of devils and demons and shit,
Yeah.
but also has people who would more than likely be willing to help after the feast that they just had, along with people that she's going to be helping by bringing them into the kingdom of hell. We've basically created a safe haven with this fucking house.
Yeah.
Like, that is a massive accomplishment right now.
Yeah, it is.
And I
So-
would suggest changing its name.
Yeah.
Since you are no longer an Aster, this is not the Aster estate.
No.
Oh my.
And you have that ability.
That is true. I'm the family, so whatever I say goes.
Pretty much.
My.
Pretty much. All right.
Also, I had to
Not the-
write multiple notes because I have to remind myself of this. Utopia did not see Val threatening the surviving cultist.
Nope.
At all.
Utopia has no idea that there's
She
something
has
else
no-
inside of him.
Nope,
Fueling
she
his shadow
doesn't know
magic.
shit. Nope. She does not know that he is capable of
She
that,
don't
or
know
that he
the
has
nothing.
fun acting like that.
And since I had to research a little bit, so magic
Thank you, Vargy.
circle is not a constant DC. They cannot take any action unless it is magical teleportation, and that's when they roll their DC.
They can't take any action?
So they can't leave the circle by normal means, only by magical means, and then they have to roll the DC.
Oh.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to get out, but I wasn't going to change the course of that for something I didn't.
Real quick, does he get a DC save when you cast the magic circle?
Nope.
Ooh, that is a nasty spell. That's how it gets around.
Nice.
So we will remember that for next time. Remember, Vargy, especially because you're in here and you were so nice to participate in chat. Thank you very much. Remember to follow us if you haven't, because when we hit 1,000 followers on Twitch, I'm giving away this boxed set of the D&D core books that are a special edition set that has the foil covers. I can't break the seal and show you, but they're foil edition covers. It's a player's handbook, the monster's manual, the DMG, and the DM screen, all foiled, and they are gorgeous. They're amazing, and they come in this beautiful box. You can see the shinies, but you can't really see them because lighting sucks. But yes, when we hit 1,000 followers on Twitch, we're going to be giving that away to one of our followers. Be sure to let other people know, because the sooner we get to Twitch, the sooner to get to 1,000, the sooner we give it away. Remember, tomorrow night is City of Mist, which we are going to be starting at 7 p.m. Eastern from now on. And do not forget, if anyone is interested, we are doing recruitment right now for a Tuesday night game. We're going to be starting. Sphinx and I thought this up just because we're old and it's an old game. We're going to do an open White Wolf game. For those of you who don't know, White Wolf is a company that made Vampire the Masquerade way back in the day, and they have an entire world called the World of Darkness. And there are vampires, werewolves, mages, fae, all as playable races. There's a bunch of different variations of each. We're going to do an open world game, which means that you can play anything you want to out of the World of Darkness series, except if you play a vampire, just understand you're only going to be available half the time, because the other half the time you're going to be asleep. Technically, you're going to be dead, but not really. But don't forget, we're looking for people to play in that. All you need to do is have a quiet place to stream from, and I would say a stable internet connection, but apparently mine's going crazy. But yeah, have a stable, a quiet place to play from, and an internet connection, and the willingness to be on a stream. We're going to do that Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we already do have some interest from some people, and so we're going to be probably trying to launch that in the next couple of weeks.
Are you guys actually doing Promethean and part of that?
Promethean is third or fourth edition. I don't think it's second, because we're doing the 20th anniversary rules. Now, if I can find a way to convert it backwards, then I don't have a problem with it. Or because the biggest problem is that Changeling and Mage have not been adapted to the new rules in any way, shape, or form. Only Werewolf and Vampire have, and Promethean, because that was released afterwards. So I will check it out. If Promethean is available for the old second ed rules, then yes, absolutely. It's open World of Darkness, so anything that's legal in World of Darkness is legal.
I think Mage actually came before Promethean.
It did.
Okay, so if
Yeah.
Mage isn't there yet, Promethean's not. Which also means that Vigil isn't, which is a bummer. 'Cause Vigil
Which one's Vigil?
Vigil's the Hunters.
Oh, that one's. They have that for second ed, and they have Hunters for the new edition. Because we're not doing the new edition. We're doing the old edition. We're doing what they call the 20th anniversary books, which is all the ones from the older edition, and that's because it's just the clans and the tribes and the traditions and everything that I'm used to and I know all the lore for. So we're going with that. That doesn't mean anyone else has to know the lore, by the way. Of course, that's
lore is amazing if you don't know it.
Yes,
The lore is fantastic.
like almost 50 or 60 books published for it. All the vampire novel. All the vampire novels. Plus, there was mage novels written, werewolf novels written.
Demons, angels, mummies. ghosts.
Yeah, Vampire had a brief show, Kindred the Embraced for a moment that was part of the
I
lore.
still have my VHS copies.
Yeah, oh my god, that was terrible. So bad.
It was pretty freaking bad. Thank you very much for the follow, Sebastian. And so, if you guys want to join in on that and you want to be part of it, please give us a follow. If you just want to watch the show, do not be afraid to come in and give us a watch. Remember, with creators, the best thing you can do is actually consume our content. We cannot ask for more than that. If you give us a follow, that's freaking amazing. And, of course, for my case, you'll be entered in a contest to win brand new books. We're also going to be doing more contests. I'm going to be announcing them on our Facebook page. Look to our link tree. You'll find all our links in there for our Twitter, for our Facebook, for our Instagram, and for here on Twitch, of course, and for our TikTok. I do have a giveaway on TikTok, too, but we'll talk about that later. But, yes. Hope you had a good time. Thank you very much to the Chaos Monsters from OA for infecting us with their goblins. We really, but they're features, so that's what we look for here. So if you guys want to catch up,
Squish.
you miss Squish. If you guys want to check out the guys over in OA, they are on Facebook. They broadcast almost every single day. They love game called Escape from Tarkov. It is a first-person shooter survivalist game, and it is grueling and it is painful, but they like it. So if you want to make fun of them while they get murdered, you can watch them. And as soon as DM Panda's computer gets back up and running, they will be back into their D&D 5e game they do normally on Sunday nights. And if you guys want to check them out, the link is in chat right now. Also, Milagros is back in school, so she is temporarily, kind of, sort of, been taken out of the running, the content creation. But as soon as everyone is back up and settled, and her RA duties are not as demanding, she will be back up to making content and leaking her degree to the world, basically.
Yes.
Give us that sweet, sweet knowledge.
I can't wait, honestly.
Excellent. And then, of course, Sphinx, as well as being a member of the cast here on Dinner and a Game for our Wednesday night show, which is you just watched, is also going to be in our Tuesday night show because it was almost his idea. we kind of both were just waxing nostalgic over all the White Wolf stuff, and I was just like, shall we play a game? And Sphinx was like, yes, we shall.
Yeah, should do this.
But yes, so if you guys want to catch Sphinx, you can find him, all his shows and everything he's on his Linktree. He is a member of, oh my god, now I forgot the name of the Twitch.
ADH Adventures.
That's why I forgot the name of the Twitch. because I'm ADHD. But the the ADH Adventures stream there, he has a show there every other Friday night, and he is that he runs. That is
The Agents of the Circle.
Agents of the Circle, and then he is on a show every Saturday there, and
Heroes Arc.
and then he is also over on, if you guys know her, Alex Baum. She runs a stream on. Is it the opposite Friday nights of yours, right?
Yep. The Fridays that we're not doing Agents of the Circle, we're doing Initiatives and Intrigue.
Yeah, and that's over on Alex Baum's stream over on Twitch, and I think you can find all those links in your link tree, right?
Absolutely.
So you can find all those links in Sphinx's link tree. But as always, thank you all so much for having been here with us. We really appreciate it. But what we're going to do now is something we try and do as often as we can, and that is we are going to go raid another stream.
We'd like to suggest a raid since ADH
Sure.
Adventures is live right now.
Oh, they are?
They are.
Yo.
ADH Adventures is live. So we're going to go raid them. At Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table. We thank you so much for having joined us tonight. We hope you will enjoy us tomorrow and join us tomorrow night. And in the meantime, we're going to go give ADHD Adventures some love. But remember, show any streamer that you appreciate them by just giving them a follow. So when we get there, make some noise, let them know Dinner and a Game sent you, and give them a follow if you can. Do anything you can to show them love, because we work hard for you, and all we want is a little bit of appreciation. So everyone have a good night. We will see you next time.
Good night.
And we should be clear.